Aqui é Corinthians. Hoje é dia de fúria. É vapo. O Bruxo tá on. Vai, mano.
Vai tá é bonito, viu?
Puxa na fera. Campeão.
We are live! Welcome you all to the 7th week of LBFF Season 6. Today we have round 13 coming for you guys to watch and to thrill with the emotions of the triple round that we are having this weekend. We have games today, tomorrow, and on Monday to bring you guys all the thrilling emotions of the 2 last weeks of the regular season of LBFF Season 6. And of course, I have to have some help. I have to have my co-pilot by my side, Carol from Show. How you doing, Carol?
Hello everyone. Thank you, Marcelo, for having me in this fabulous weekend. So we are starting with a triple round. Lunch and dinner with LBFF, and I'm really hungry to figure out where we're going to watch in these next 3 rounds, especially because we are heading to the finals, as we are aware of that, and we are getting to the through to meet the 12 finalists and the 2 relegated teams.
And of course, you guys have to understand right now what is the picture of the season, how the teams are going at each other, who has the advantage, who doesn't have it, and the standings are coming in for you guys to understand what is going on. We have groups A and B fighting off against each other today. Leading the charge will be SS Esports, Corinthians, and Fluxo in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th position, trying to shorten the distance against B4, and we will also have XZ trying to leave the relegation zone today, Carol. The relegation zone fight that is getting eager and eager each round, right?
Yes, Marcelo, completely right. So today we got important points to pay attention. So SS Sports and Corinthians will come to contest the 50 points ahead that before had ahead of these teams. Of course, they opened a huge gap. They broke the barrier of the 500 points, and right now they are 50 points ahead of Lao team, that is the 2nd team that is placed. But SS Sports and Corinthians will play today, also Fluxo team, to contest that. In the other hand, we also have to point it out that Team Coda Solid, they were penalized last weekend in the 11th round, in the 9th round, because of the prohibit ice skins, and right now it damaged a little bit their game. Like Marcelo said, XZ also will come today with a great start because they got their first booyah last weekend, so maybe that will bring them such good confidence. And also we gotta pay attention on Bone Team and TSM that are fighting to not to fall to the relegation zone.
And of course we have to see which players are the ones who are making the difference for their squads, trying to bring them to the fight for the top. And we'll have the kill leaders ranking coming on the screen for you guys, and it's impressive what MTS has been doing this season, right?
Definitely amazing. And when we say amazing, it's because it is amazing. Look at the difference between the MTS is right now and Iago, who is in the 2nd place, tied with Kilet, of course. But the picture here, Marcelo, is that all of the players that belong to the teams SS before, Tropa, Nachos Miners, and Loud, they have played 48 matches. They are equal. And MTS, it's way ahead of them with 85 eliminations. So that's impressive.
And imagine he goes for 15 kills today, which is doable,
Yes,
which
it is
he
possible.
usually does. He could reach the 100 kills mark today with still 3 more rounds for him to play after today. So he has at least 4 rounds, 4 days of play to probably break the record of kills this season.
Of course. And I got a question for you, because last season you were betting on CS and I bet on MTS. This season, are you believing that MTS will be crowned the MVP? Because right now it is doable, right?
Carol, there's just one dude that in this list I see maybe getting to MTS because of the changes in the game, in the metagaming, with the grenades being nerfed, with the rushers being more valued for the end of the season, and it's Killed. It's the only one I see who can do both, who can be the grenadier, who can be the rusher. Iago is more of a support player. He gets to the sniper sometime. He is the third member of the team. Killed is not. Killed is probably number 1, number 2, rushing, trying to open up spaces for his teams, and he did it using grenades when grenades were on the top of their games. But now I see him doing it with the double factors or the baobaos. He can do it all, Carol.
Impressive your thoughts, because I was so sure you were talking about Natividade, because I feel like Natividade work really good with the new meta of the grenades. But you're right, Kileda it's doing a completely character for his team, but also I think Vitinho, it's kind of like the same. He's really good in the front line,
Of course.
also good with the grenades. So the only sure that we have is that we need to get it in the last weekend of LBFF to figure out who is going to be the MVP.
But since we talked about last weekend, the last weekend, which is the next one, we have to talk about this one, which will be the teams playing at each day. The schedule coming for you guys on the screen with Bondi, Corinthians, Nitrox, Top 10, Team Coda Solid, Team Solomid, and Vivocade going off today against Amazon Creeps, Fluxo, Los Grandes, Netshoes, Miners, SS Esports, and XD. Those are the 12 teams that will be playing today, but tomorrow we have more Free Fire incoming. So we'll have the schedule of this Sunday also on the screen. Also, Group A leading the charge with Bondi, Corinthians, Nitrox, Team Coda Solid, Team Solomid, and Vivocade. But this time hosting B4, Furia, Loud, Metagaming, Real, and Trop. And of course, Carol, we still have games on Monday, right?
Nice. Of course, we have games on Monday because this is the triple round. So on Monday, we are going to have Group B against Group C. So it's kind of like of a mixture of double rounds and triple rounds, but it is the only different thing it's going to be hosted at 7 p.m. That's right.
Of course. On weekends, we lunch with you guys. On weekdays, we dinner with you guys. On Monday at 7 p.m. we'll bring you all the thrilling action of LBFF Season 6. And Carol, you know what else is right now thrilling? My team in FF Squad.
Oh, Marcelo, I bet I'm going to pass you this
You're
weekend.
not.
Yes,
You're not.
I will.
This weekend, I got mad. I spent my money. I spent my money. Everybody putting God Kill as the top player, the most chosen player around the league. I did not choose him.
Well,
I'm
I'm sad because I chose God Q, and we already got the information that he's not going to start. He was not selected to start, at least in the first squad in Purgatory, which is going to make a lot of people really mad right now. But I also cast Romeo and Bops today and MTS. But I cast MTS today because of you last weekend. You said one thing that is very important, and for the guys who is also joining us in the FF squad, gotta know that even though MTS doesn't have a great day, he is kind of like a joker in the team because he always get 1 or 2 or 5 kills because of the grenades, right?
And of course, he is an important player, but he is expensive. You know which was my strategy for this weekend?
Which?
Since we have 3 days, we got a bonus on our money side, so I could buy a few players that I was wanting to go for. Today I casted a team with Dog Black, Louis Guinet, Rafa X, Romeo, Salis from Amazon Grips, and Field.
Nice.
Nice team.
Nice team.
On Monday, I casted Butter, D3, VM7, Rafa X, Broilo, and Luignette once again.
That's probably wise.
But my team on Sunday, but my team tomorrow.
You gotta bring this information tomorrow, cause I'm really excited, Marcelo, to change my FF squad right now, cause you know things are getting very tight. This is the half, more than a half weekend that we have. Next weekend is going to be the last one. Monday is going to be the last one of the group phase, and then we are heading to the finals. And these guys are definitely saucy to play today, but you guys can also join us in ffsquads.com.br and play against or together with us, because the casters, it is they are
Casters
going.
League
The
is
Casters League
thrilling.
is on fire, definitely.
And we'll have it on the screen for you guys to see, because I am coming for my Lopes.
And I'm coming for you.
You're not getting to me. You're not getting to me. We'll hold on to the art that would be coming. However, you're not getting to me. The art will be on the screen for you guys to see. We have the Kings of FF Squad, which are the players which get the most points on the screen. MTS is the top killer, as we know. He is the kill leader, but he's top damager as well. And he has the most drops MVP. They get bonus points for getting the bonus, for being the MVP of the drop. Lobato is the player with the most assistances throughout the season, and Angelo from XD is the player with the most first bloods. And this says a lot about the season as well. But this tells you why you should have MTS on your team every week.
Yes, like we were talking about in a minute ago, MTS is a joker in each one of the FF squad, because he always scores points with grenades. Not only the eliminations, but the damage, as we are seeing here. Most of the time he is the MVP of the matches. But what is stuck me right now, it's see Angelo in the first blood. We know that she's there, it is in the bottom of our table, but it tells me that because their favorite drop call, it is in Brasilia, and it is the first map, it is the most of the rotations of the other teams. It's why he gets to get the first blood. So it is working for them and for the XD team, right?
And Angelo being on the highlights of FF Squad shows a lot about his game in the servers as an actual player, since the points in FF Squad comes from their performances in the game. So there are some things about Angelo and about XD that we gotta stay tuned.
Fazer o primeiro abate é importante sim, por conta que motiva bastante o time. E dependendo da situação, quando for um 4x4, fazer o primeiro abate já coloca a gente na frente da trocação. Isso já aumenta bastante a confiança. O primeiro abate da partida eu acho que é consequência pelo nosso estilo de jogo. Muitas das vezes nossas rotações a gente troma com o time, aí eu acabo eliminando o primeiro jogador.
Então, os jogadores que já têm essa experiência, tá aí ó, o Ângelo mostrando o que consegue fazer com esse S.
A gente está treinando bastante essa semana, se esforçando o máximo para dar alegria para a torcida. E eu quero que todo mundo mande o Flow do X lá no chat, nesse final de semana que a gente vai buscar um belo resultado.
Vamos, XD!
And we know that XD is currently on the bottom of the tables. However, last weekend they had their first win, they had a good day, and they are now trying to fight to come back into the top of the standings, or at least outside of the relegation zone. And Carol, we are going to the first map. We're getting closer and closer to starting the day, the action in the day. And Purgatory is a map where XD thrives a little bit.
Yeah, they do thrive a little bit, but like I said, their favorite drop call, it is in Brasilia. I'm not so sure. I'm gonna check in 1 minute if they have changed throughout the whole competition, their favorite drop call, but it tells us why Angelo gets the first blood, because in Brasilia it is the rotation of the other teams, and they can easily get a first blood. It is the same scenario that happens with a metagame. A metagame always try to get the first blood because of the rotations of the teams. But since XD, it is starting the day and got confidence, bringing the confidence of their first Booyah here throughout the season, we gotta check it out what they will prepare for us in their first match.
And just to bring you you guys the information that Carol was looking for, XD went 8 times to Brasilia and 8 times to Ski Lodge. 7 times to Ski Lodge and 1 to Campsite, actually.
Which it is very far away from each other, but that's maybe, Marcelo, I don't know if you agree with me, but because of the performance drop so drastically throughout this season, they decided not to concentrate themselves in the center of the map, but to play safe on the edges.
I don't know. I think that this is maybe a matchup choice. When they face off against one group, they go for Ski Lodge.
Yeah.
When they face off against another group, they go for Brasilia. Probably today we will have them going to Brasilia. We don't have before or metagaming going to Brasilia, so probably they will try to fight off in that territory.
The numbers are very close, 8 times in Brasilia and 7 times in Ski Lodge. So that's, like Marcelo said, the choices between the matches and the groups.
And I am curious to see if that will happen, but I will see from up above because we're cleared to take off, so let's hit the skies! Ladies and gentlemen, for the flight R13D1, heading straight to Purgatory. This is your captain, Marcelo Ferrandini, and by my side, my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell, invites you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful island of Purgatory. The triple R round has started, and we are starting to watch Group A and Group B fighting for getting to the final. So Bom Team, Corinthians, Nitrox, Septem, Team Coda, Solid, TSM, Vivo Kate, Amazon Crips, Fluxo Team, Los Grandes, Netios, Miners, SS Sports, and XD are here to bring us the action.
And check out XD in Brasilia. That's exactly what they're doing. They're afraid of meeting off against before and metagaming in Brasilia, Carol.
And Marcelo, I don't know if you noticed, but Maplework, who is the blue zone, it's getting crowded with 2 important teams, SS Sports and Corinthians. We know that SS Sports usually they rotate to Mapleworks, but they concentrate themselves in Quarry. And Corinthians, they usually go also to Mapleworks, but they have other favorite drop calls, and I'm pretty much sure this is due off the blue zone. So in Purgatory they went 16 times to Mapleworks, and SS Sports they go usually to Quarry. Yeah, they went 6 times to the part, 6 times in Golf Course, MT Villa, and Quarry, which is their rotation. And right now, I think they probably can meet at some point.
They usually indeed go to that northeast part of the map. And as you said, Corinthians always goes to Marbleworks. Always.
Yeah, there's nothing, not even one change. They went there all the time.
Exactly. They played 16 times dropping on Marbleworks. So if SS Sports is there, it's probably on them. They want to be on the messy side of things. As we see XD already preparing themselves in Brasilia, spreading the squad, because they're confident that they will not face off against anyone, because before and metagaming are not playing today. They are both from Group C, right?
And that's bring us the confirmation of the choice of matches, of the separation between the groups. So because of before is not there, metagame is not there, they decided definitely to concentrate themselves and dominated the call of Brasilia. I don't think right now we are going to have early confrontations between Corinthians and SS Sports, because this is the rotation of SS Sports. They drop in going towards the Quarry, MT Villa, and Golf Course, which it is very close of Mapleworks. But it is Blue Zone, the best loot in the whole map, so who knows what SS Sports have prepared as their strategy for today.
Let's check out what will happen in this first map of the day, because this could set up the rhythm not only for today, Carol, but for the whole triple round. I mean, all teams will be playing their double rounds this weekend. We will have all teams finishing off the week with 60 maps played. So it's a moment of decision.
It is.
This is the second to last weekend. Next week we will have the decision, the confirmation on which teams are going to the finals and which are not. This is a squad that desperately needs to score some more points this weekend because they're fighting for the top 12 and they need to get into it if they want to go to the finals in their first season. Amazon Creeps surprisingly outside of the fight for the relegation zone after a slow start. But those guys are showing that they're strategical, they're technical, they're tactical, and they're doing what they need to do to get to the finals.
I mean, what they have done until now, it is amazing. They managed to leave the relegation zone. They were behind of XD. They were ahead only of Fury team that had the worst development so far. But they managed to pass Bone Team, TSM, Real Sports, and I'm pretty much sure they will come to contest the place inside of the top 12. Today they have a close fight against Metagame, Tropa, Nitrox. So, Marcelo, great things wait for us and for these guys.
And we will see how this will fare off, because maybe Fluxo and SS Esports can also meet against each other. And 2 weeks ago, MTS scored an incredible play exactly where Fluxo is coming on right now. But now Fluxo has the information of the players of SS Esports, already opened fire towards Phoenix over there. And we have Jubin and Phoenix leading the charge. Butch On will be the one joining them. And we don't see MTS around. Let's check out where MTS is, and we see Fluxo starting the day with no Brew in their lineup today in place of God Kill. And it seems that that Fluxo will not fight. They went for the rappel line over there. Japa BKR is rotating, but now we might have a fight going on between Vivocade and Amazon Creeps. The first player from Vivocade is down. We have the grenades coming in from Master. He tries to find the shots on Modestia. Modestia is under him, and now he has to rotate. Japa BKR gets the first blood on General. Fluxo is entering this fight against Vivocade as well. The first kill, the first blood goes to Fluxo's hand. Modestia puts Master down as we expected, and he finishes off the player from Amazon Creeps. He was under Modestia on that watchtower, and now he puts Modestia back to the lobby. But Salis brings it back with a nice KAR shot. Nando 9 is on the floor. The Vivocade squad is now losing players, but Modestia puts on more player down. Salis brings it back, puts that guy. No, Brute tries 2 players, and they steal 2 kills. Fluxo stealing 2 kills from the Amazon Creeps, and now they have 4. Now, Amazon Creeps lost important players. And also Vivocade lost important players, but now look at TSM. TSM coming from behind Fluxo. Rush comes in and puts Japa BKR down. Nobru tries to use the grenades. He tries to find Napon near the ice, and Japa BKR will go down. Napon doing an amazing job with the grenades. Nobru is down as well. CS will go down, and there's only one player who is fucked to fight. Nobru goes down. There's only fucked to fight for Fluxo. Kills confirmed on the players. Fak tries to go down. He finishes off Rush. He will put down Vini with the scythe, but Rockefeller will bring it back. Fluxo, after stealing 4 kills in the fight between Amazon Creeps and Vivocade, now go back to the lobby in the 12th position in a great action by TSM, Carol.
Indeed, a great action by TSM. There was actually a lack of attention from Fluxo team. We know that Fire Brigade, Central, and Lumber Mill are drop calls. They are favored by teams. Nature's Miners go to Lumbermill, TSM go to Fire Brigade, and because of the safe are closing to the island of Maple Works, most of the rotations would happen through Central. So there was definitely a big lack of attention of Fluxo team that is now back in the lobby with 0 points for position, but at least 5 points for elimination. Still, lower points for the team. They are trying to fight over the top.
Fluxo, a team that needs to improve if they want the advantage for the finals. It's almost certain that they will be in the finals, but they needed to work on the advantage they should have for the final day. And for the past few weeks, their game has been dropping a little bit, Carol.
Indeed, their performance is not going as the champions of the 4th season. Unfortunately, they met some troubles. They could not adapt to their best squad. That's why they chose maybe today starting with Nobu who played not many matches this season. But still, let's see what they have prepared, because even though they start in the finals with not big points in their advantage, they still can come for the fight to the win.
And what a strike of destiny on X did. They had control of Brasilia, control of the center of the map, and the safe zone closes to the island number 2, so they have to dislocate. It's a lack of luck that sometimes shows, right, Carol?
Yes, maybe the luck is not on their side for a long time, but let's see if it is on Team Coda Solid, because I don't know if you have the information.
Let's see how this fight will go on. Mamute puts a player down, but Pong brings it back. We have another team that went down. It was Amazon Crips. They were eliminated by TSM. And now we have Mamute trying to rotate with the help of MVR, with the help of Gus, of Rafa X. Let's see how Los Grandes will take this fight against Team Coda Solid. We see the grenades from Vitinho XP coming in and dealing a lot of damage to Mamute. More grenades coming in. Rafa X also takes lots of damage. Mamute tries to use the ice to get cover. He gets recovered, but once again the damage coming in to the player of Los Grandes. Gus uses the grenade and puts Vitinho XP down. One more grenade coming in, trying to find a lock-you. And he gets the elimination of Vitinho XP, but Pão sends down Rafa X. Mamute tries to bring it back. This could be the end of Team Coda Solid in this first map of the day. We see a lock-you rotating, trying to find a place for him to run, because Gus is coming after him. The safe zone is getting shorter. He's trying to get to them, as MVR is also searching. Mamute, Gus, Rafa X all searching for a lock-you, and a lock-you is using the house as protection. He has the Bao going for the short range confrontation, but Mamute brings the MP5 and get a triple kill to start this day for Los Grandes with a nice quadra kill, Carol, that could put them in a good position, leaving Marble Works.
Los Grandes, who got the 4 eliminations. I said that Team Coda Solid were probably not aware of them. They made that homework right now, coming from behind, trying to not engage into fights that they know that they could not probably win. But since last weekend, they have improved a little bit more of their performance here. They are playing an average game, as go the same for Nature's Miners, and I'm pretty much sure Los Grandes will do their best to get the 12th, inside of the 12th, among the 12 teams to dispute the finals.
And Carol, I gotta say, we are Brazilian. We live by the meme. And every time me or you say the sentence from behind, I can only think of Joel Santana. We have to play very good, Steve Pinar. One of the most exciting interviews ever given by a Brazilian. João Santana is a soccer coach who used to coach the national squad of South Africa. And he went to give an interview.
And he has a beautiful English.
Yeah, and he talked like that. He has some accent, some Rio de Janeiro accent, and some roughness on his voice. So he play very good, Steve Pinar. Good play from the mid, from behind. And that's one of the most amazing interviews of all time. And I can never forget the player Steve Pinar, one of the players from South Africa national squad, because of that interview.
That's really funny though. And Marcel, look at the scenario right now. I think this is the very first time we are watching the safe zone close to MT Villa, specifically in that spot where Los Grandes and Bonde and XD will meet at some point.
And Bonde will be sandwiched. And that's what's going on with them. Luigi Net gets the first takedown, gets the first kill. Thank you, because you're my FF squad. This ENG kill puts Mammoets down as well. They're trying to go after the players from Bonde and also Los Grandes. Gus goes down with the scythe from Victor 7. Shots coming in from XD. R7 tries to rotate, tries to dislocate himself to find a better positioning for this fight. Luigi Net left behind. Vivocade goes down because Napon once again getting the kills for TSM. TSM with an amazing game to start the day. We have K1 on the top fighting for Bonde. And we also have Nitrox top 10 getting into this fight. Let's see what will happen. Brenin gets some damage from the grenade as well as Angelo, as R7 tries to bring the grenades in. K1 puts Mamute down and Brenin goes down because of the safe zone. Los Grandes will go down because K1 did it all. K1 made it happen. Brenin goes down. Chinese puts Victor 7 down and there's only R7 and K1 to fight, but the safe zone is hurting a lot the players from before. R7 once again finishes off one more player. He goes down because of the safe zone. K1 will try to rotate and save his teammate, but Bonde is now in an awful position, as well as TSM fighting against Corinthians. It seems that Corinthians took their last fight to bring them some action. VXL puts Bobs down and will finish off against Bobs. Gelo now using the eyes. Napon putting Gelo down and Chinese also finish off Victor 7 from Nitrox top 10. Napon still coming. Still bringing the grenades. Brogofet tries to rotate, tries to find Ousado inside of that pool of ice. He uses the Mag 7, tries to find the shots, but Ousado will put Napon down. He tries to bring it back, but he will not be able. Brogofet gets the kill and Corinthians goes back to the lobby. And now we have Netshoes Miners going after SS Esports. The grenades from Natividade are coming, trying to deal some damage to the players of SS Esports before the fight starts. More grenades from MTS. Boot on takes lots of damage. He has space for more grenades, but there are grenades coming after him as well. MTS bringing it. Rick and Field getting the shots. Field puts Boot on down. Now Field confirms the kill on Boot on. Luigi Net puts down Napon and he will go down because of the safe zone. MTS now trying to hold on to himself with the ice. Dealing with Broido. Good shot by Nitrox top 10 getting into this fight. Brabo puts down one more player, and Bonde will go down. Broilo goes down because of a grenade of MTS once again. The MVP leader tries to get his team safe. Nitrox top 10 with the top down view, putting MTS down. Chinese will confirm the kill. Field and Atividade gets the triple kill. And SS Esports is back to the lobby. Only 2 squads to fight. It's Nitrox top 10. Leading the charge with the top-down view. The Netshoes Miners try to keep alive, try to remain alive for this fight. We have Field, Natividade, and Hick. Let's see if they can take the top-down advantage from Nitrox top 10. The safe zone is shrinking. Head tries to find some shots. Romeo puts Fields down. 2 players in my FF squad. Brabo puts Natividade down as well, and there's only 1 player to fight for the Netshoes Miners. It's Rick, the last player remaining. He has the Grossa, but he has a bullet in his head. So it's a boo! Yeah, Nitrox top 10! The Kala Miners goes down because it's still not Kalahari. But Nitrox top 10 with a safe and concise match. Get the booyah, get the kills. And now They start the day looking to remain inside of the top 12, Carol.
Amazing stuff coming from a Trucks Top 10, and I'm not saying that amazing, I'm saying amazing because I chose Chinese and Romeo for my FF squad, and Chinese were the MVP for this first match. But of course, for a team that were having an average performance around here, starting the day with the Booyah, it is more than enough. So let's see if they can keep the regular game throughout the whole day.
I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with my FF squad as well. Dog Black is my coach. I have Romeo. I have Luignet, who made it count for XD. I have Field, who made it count for Netshoes Miners. And I have Rafa X, who went down, and Salis, who went down. However, I'm still happy with my squad. Chinese is in my squad for tomorrow. I gotta say it. But we gotta have the confirmation of the points for this match coming up on the screen for you guys with the highlights to bring you guys all the best action of this first matchup of the day. And Carol, safe game by Nitrox Top 10, right?
Yeah, safe game by Nitrox Top 10, a perfectly rotation. They did their homework for this first match. And like I said, a good performance for a team that were very regular throughout the whole season. We know that they were newcomers last season, and right now, even though they were finding a couple of hard time this sixth season, they are getting there to contest also their spot among the top 12 for the finals. Starting this first match with 19 points, followed by TSM, who also had a great match, 15 points ahead of Bond team. We know that these two teams are in the access group position right now in our table, and they precisely need go good and consistent throughout the whole weekend if they want to deserve a spot inside of the top 12.
And those punctuations, those sums of points for TSM and Bond might change a few things on the bottom of our tables. We gotta check this out, and as soon as possible we'll have the standings on the screen. But we have Netshoes Miners and SS Esports also with good matches. Los Grandes started well but lost footing in that fight that they had the advantage against Bond, and they got destroyed. Fluxo, being the first team out of the match, however, is still in the 8th position in points. Corinthians with a poor match, Vivocade with a poor match, Team Coda Solid with a poor match, and Amazon Crips as well. Amazon Crips, who didn't have a good day last Sunday, now starting the weekend also not that good, Carol.
Yes, unfortunately, it was not that good for a lot of teams that we are putting our expectations. We brought the information that specifically Fluxo team that started the day in the 5th position in our table needed to go good if they wanted to bring back the best performance they had in the 4th season where they were the champions. But you know, Marcelo, LBFF always bring us such great experiences, especially for our hearts, if you know what I mean. Because last season, I was pretty much sure Corinthians would win. And then in the finals, Vivocade were the winner.
But let's check out how this schedule changed after this matchup with Heaven Nitrox Top 10 reaching the 9th position and Bonji going over Real Esports. They needed it badly. Bonji, a team that started quite hard this season and lost their footing, lost their positions, and now fighting against relegation. TSM opened up a big gap right now between them and Furia and XD. So a match that did not change a lot our tables, but had some important changes, right?
Yes, definitely had important changes, like Bond team right now trying to reach the points of Amazon Crips, and Amazon Crips need to be specifically aware of them right now. Also Team Coda Solid and we know that Los Grandes, even though they got a few kills in few eliminations in this first match, they still need to worry about their position. They are definitely triggered by the teams that are behind them. And Marcelo, this was just the first match. We could see that made a little bit of a mess in our standings, and by the end of the day, a lot of things can change around here.
And they probably will have some dance between those squads in the standings. And of course, I want to see more from Fluxo, I want to see more from SS Esports, from Corinthians, 3 teams fighting to get to the top of the standings, but nice showing by Netshoes Miners, probably entering the fight for the top 5 after this matchup. TSM getting to breathe a little bit. They were 1 point ahead of Furia, only 1 point ahead of Furia, and now they opened up a gap of 16 points over there. So an important moment for those teams to show up a little bit. And even though we don't have the 2 first teams on the standings playing today, it's a thrilling day to see who will get to contest them, and we will get to see that after a quick break, because we'll be right back, so don't leave your seats. But look at Furia! Furia coming into this fight from the middle of nowhere, splitting Bonji in 2, and now they are coming after the kills. 1-9 and Hachin puts 2 players down, but Memgad was also sent to the floor. Now Hachin, he is trying to find a better position. K1 puts Bielgod down as well. K1 puts Hachin also down, but Gusta brings it back. Now Furia has only 1 player to fight. R7 is coming after Gusta. Gusta with the 5! Saving Furia and getting the 4 kills. We're back live, and we're back to bring you guys an actual request. Free Fire is running for the best game in Esports Award in 2021, and of course that it would be amazing for us to take that prize, to bring you guys to bring our community this prize, and of course we need you guys for that. So please access esportsawards.com and vote for us as the best game of 2021. This would be an incredible prize for us to share with our community, right, Carol?
Yes, of course, because if you are Free Fire, like we are Free Fire, we wanted to win that because it represents a lot of our hard work, and also the hard work of our crew, the players, and the great game that Free Fire had turned this whole year.
So please access esportsawards.com and vote for Free Fire as the best game of the year. And one of the best games of the year that we're having in LBFF happened in Kalahari. That incredible come around from Tropa, that incredible turnabout from Tropa right at the beginning of the season was one of the best matches of the season. So what do you expect for this Kalahari map, Carol?
Well, you gave us maybe a little spoiler, Marcelo, about the Kala Miners. Netshoes Miners, even though they didn't get the points for the second place, they finished in the second place in Purgatory. So let's see if in Kalahari, since they are the Kala Miners, will bring them luck.
So if there are miners, we probably can't see them from the skies, right?
Why?
Because they are under the land.
Oh, yeah, that's
they're
right.
miners.
Yes, I got it.
But when they're on the plane and they drop, we can't see them.
No.
When they're on the plane and they jump, we can't see them.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's time for us to see the Calaminers because we're clear to take off. So let's hit the skies! Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R13D2 heading straight to Kalahari. This is your captain, Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side, my co-pilot, Carol Michel, invites you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop, Carol!
So let's go to the desert of Kalahari, the first time today, this weekend, and we are going to watch a lot of things happening in Kalahari today, twice tomorrow, and twice on Monday. Don't forget that we also have actions on Monday at 7 p.m. But one thing's for sure. Before it is not in Refinery, Nitrox Top 10 take over it. And Nitrox Top 10 already got the first Booyah, Marcelo, because of their strategically placement inside of the last safe zone. Right now, they decided to go to the center of the map, which tells me maybe they will have the control until we know the next safe zone.
And it was a fun Booyah for us to see from Nitrox Top 10 because they were so quiet. They were so safe on their spot, waiting for the fights, and we have changes coming in on Team Coda Solid. Pack coming in for Alokio, the usual squad for Team Coda Solid now happening in Kalahari. But they were so quiet, so conservative, that I gotta admit, I did not remember that they were playing. So, great job by Nitrox Top 10, keeping themselves low, keeping themselves safe, and only engaging in fights as they had the advantage.
They are sure they will win.
Yeah, so this is a lesson for teams like She's Dead that are having trouble with this kind of situations throughout the whole season. This is a lesson for teams like maybe Team Coda Solid, which was such a strategical team last season, and this season is not anymore. We had Croft as their coach last season, and they changed for this season number 6. And even though Croft's still working with the guys, she doesn't have that closeness anymore during the matches. So could this coach change be the reason why the Team Coda Solid stopped working as well as they were last season?
Well, maybe and maybe not, because they had a great start this season. They were actually inside of the top 3 of the start of this season. They were amazing job. Of course, Croft is not in front as a coach, but she's an analyst with the whole team, which it is still helping. She knows, she understands the team, but their performance dropped a little bit. And what I'm seeing around here is that Corinthians have the information of Los Grandes, and at any time can happen a big fight between these two big teams.
Let's see if this will happen. This will. Indeed, Corinthians, who always goes for the control post, now with the antenna advantage, using their sights on Los Grandes. Lots of damages on MVR and on Rafa X, as we see Mamute taking some damage as well. And now Corinthians is imposing from top down against the Los Grandes squad. This could become a dangerous moment for Los Grandes. And as we see, Ousado is already rushing, using the grappling hook, trying to find the players from Los Grandes. He has the grenades, he has the sights, and he will try to shoot as Los Grandes use the ice to rotate and to leave the control post, at least the east of the control post. Grenades coming in from Ousado, and now a nice rotation by Los Grandes. Probably leaving themselves safe from this Corinthians advance, but Ousado is going after them, Carol.
Yes, and we know that the command post, it is dominated by Corinthians. They know the cow, they have studied that, and Los Grandes is retrieving right now because probably they are aware of that. And I like the separation of Corinthians teams right now. Ousado in the front as the long distance guy. We have 2 players, that is Gelo and Zenak down in there, but one of the last players of Corinthians is still in the top view, trying to bring information for the whole team. So the separation over here is correct, but Ousado needs to be really careful because he's also by himself against the whole team of Los Grandes that right now will control themselves away from them.
They will leave indeed the control post, will try to remain safe inside of one of the few houses that we have in the open of Kalahari. We know that Kalahari is a widespread map, and it's tough for you to find some decent coverage. But Los Grandes will try to go for it. And Carol, the usual rotation happening, and Kalahari, we know that is a map that usually takes a little longer to start to develop. This time we had some good action, some good fights to start. At least some good action, even though no one went down, right?
Yes, we know that the fights in Kalahari start really fast, but right now it's taking a lot of time, differently of what happened in Purgatory. By this time in Purgatory, we already had our first blood, and we still have the 48 players alive.
But now the grenades from Bob's trying to get some more points, some more damage onto the players of Los Grandes. Let's check out how this will happen. Once again, Mamute taking lots of damages. And now Bobs with the grenade and the double kill. Bobs with the triple kill. 3 players down with the grenades from Bobs. Gus brings it back and puts Ousado down. He finishes off Ousado, and the first blood goes to Corinthians. But right after that, Los Grandes gets one more. But there's only Gus to fight for Los Grandes, because Bobs destroyed this squad from Los Grandes. Once again, the rush coming in, and Bobs gets the quadra kill!
Yes!
Bobs gets the squad wipe, and Carol is jumping on our cable!
Of course I am, because I cast this little guy to my FF squad. My FF squad is really happy right now, as much I am. Amazing stuff coming from Bobs. A newcomer this season. He made himself a very great player to deserve the spot to start playing for Corinthians. So that's great what he's doing for himself and for Corinthians team. A squad wipe with grenades and with the last shots by his hand, a newcomer. That's definitely amazing.
He is taking the role of the top killer of this Corinthians squad. Ousado has now a more eager function to run. He goes for the rush. He goes to lead the rush for this Corinthians squad, and Bobs gets to be the support, the third player, the grenadier for this Corinthians squad, because he does it incredibly well. The grenades were nerfed, and he got a triple kill onto Los Grandes as if it was nothing.
But you know what? I think Ousado works in both ways really good.
Yeah.
But this season, he's doing a better performance at the long distance guy. He's definitely working as the long distance guy, as Bobs is taking over his performance as the frontliner with the grenades.
And we've seen this season some of the star players of each team take a back seat for some other players to shine. Even more when we had the grenades as the main meta game. We saw Kawan letting some players from Loud shine. We saw some great players that were the leaders of their squad leaving the space open for other players to shine. I mean, Memgad from Furia took a backseat role, went to do his best as the sniper, as a support, but Gusta was the one shining with the grenades. We've seen this happen in a few teams, and now after the metagaming of the grenades changed, they are coming back to the leadership of the teams. But in Corinthians, we still have Bobs doing the job, and Ousado is showing up as such a complete player. He rushes, he snipes, he uses grenades, he supports. He's such a complete player for this Corinthians squad that it gets amazing to see, right?
I can compare him as Memgod. I think Memgod is one of the most completely players that we have, and he proved this for us last season. He works in all the positions, and Ousado is doing the exactly same game. Last season, Ousado was the frontliner guy, the grenade guy. This season, he doing both with the help of Bobs, the newcomer. So Corinthians has everything they needed to take this to the finals. to contest the title that they didn't get last season. And I'm pretty much sure we still have a lot to watch from Corinthians, but also from a lot of these teams, because if you are talking about of the meta game that changed for grenades, I think Bob's adapted himself very good with that. MTS did, Natividade, Killed. So we are definitely, we can say that we are rich with these amazing players and with their amazing skills.
One more example of a player who took a back seat for other players to shine. Who won from before? A player who was the MVP.
Yes, in the fifth
Who was
season.
in the fourth season.
Fourth season.
Was a great player. Got lots of kills leading the rushes. He took a back seat. Iago and Lobato started
I felt
shining.
that as well. Yes, I felt that as well. I was thinking about, oh my gosh, he was the MVP and right now he's not shining.
And now we have General shining with the grenades onto MTS and finishing off MTS with the grenades. Jubinha now tries to bring this fight back for SS Esports. Phoenix will go down. Modestia doing a great job putting 2 players down. And now there's only Butch on the big dog to save SS Esports. The ice is coming in. General tries to use the grenades, but the ice held him. And Modestia will get the 1 more kill to put Vivocade back into this fight. And SS Esports back to the lobby.
Wow. What is going on with SS Sports today? Just because I cast MTS for my FF squad, Marcelo.
And now we have Amazon Creeps using the pad to get closer to Netshoes Miners. And this could be a tough fight for them. Master uses the grenade, tries to find the players from Netshoes Miners. We know that Natividade is a great grenadier, and we also see Vivocade getting into this fight. Chinese gets 1 more takedown onto a player of TSM. Now TSM, Team Coda Solid, and Nitrox Top 10 are fighting. Grenades from the players of Amazon Creeps onto the players of Netshoes Miners. Salis tries to find the shots onto Field and Rick. Bondi gets to the fight as well and sends down 1 player from Vivocade. It was General. We see that all 4 teams are well spread. Xday is also close to the surroundings. And TSM will go down. Head gets the kill on Napon. TSM goes back to the lobby in the 10th position. Only 1.4 position for them. We have Master on the top of the house. On the laje, as we say. Trying to find the best spot to fight against Vivocade, as we see Fluxo getting to the fight against Team Coda Solid. Fak already gets a kill for this Fluxo squad, and he rotates because he knows Nitrox Top 10 is coming. He goes for the bow shot on Head. He gets Head back to the lobby. And now Nitrox Top 10, who just got the booyah, need to work a little better in this fight. We have Romeo out in the open, and now he's down. Cias with the grenade launcher shot puts him down. And back to the lobby. Chinese and the last player from Nitrox Top 10 are over there on the top. Team Coda Solid gets wiped out by Chinese. Indeed, doing a great job for this Nitrox Top 10 squad. Cias still trying to go for the shots, and he puts down 3 players from Corinthians. Zenak is trying to fight. Cias is holding on, and Corinthians will be sent back to the lobby. What an incredible shot by Cias. We have the Amazon Creeps trying to get some points onto the players of Bondi. GL puts Broilo down, and Angelo will find Broilo the way back to the lobby. Master gets the takedown on 1-9. Cias puts Chinese down with a good grenade shot, and Salis will get the kill on R7. Thank you, Salis, you're on my FF squad. Cias is now trying to go for Chinese and Bravo. More grenades, and Cias will put Chinese down. The former MVP is trying to bring it back for Fluxo. Bravo, Cias with the grenade launcher shot once again, but this time he got him. The headshot put Cias down, and now Fluxo is in a predicament. 3 players are down for Fluxo. They have to fight with only Japa BKR standing. Nobru go back to the lobby. The last safe zone is closing. Xday is trying to bring the fight back as well. They are still alive. We have Brenin, we have Angelo, Luignet, and DZN kill. Trying to get 1 more booyah for Xday. Amazon Crips trying to go for their first booyah of the season. Salis goes after the players from Netshoes Miners. He uses the grappling hook. And now he's nearing Hick and Field. Both players still trying to bring Netshoes Miners to a good positioning. We have Salis using the grappling hook as well. Two players from Amazon Crips are in the same house as the Netshoes Miners. Now She's Dead tries to come in, tries to go for the rush. Players at top of the houses from the Amazon Crips are trying to dominate, but GG goes down. Master goes down as well. GL puts Luiginet down, but he goes down because of the safe zone, and Salis will not hold it. Now it's Netshoes Miners against the She's Dead squad, and it's a booyah! She's Dead! This fight against Relegation Zone is getting amazing! She's Dead get their second booyah of the season in the second round in a row. They are bringing the fight back. And with the help of Angelo, Benny, and Dizzy and Kill and Luiginet, they will go once again to fight outside of the relegation zone, Carol.
Amazing! Can we say that it was the double booyah for She's Dead? Because this is the second booyah of She's Dead this season, the first one in Kalahari. Amazing stuff coming from them. The team who had a good start this season, but throughout the whole season they had some troubles, but they are full with the great skills. And I'm pretty much sure right now they are breathing, because with one more booyah put them back in the fight, at least for the access group. So let's see, by the end of the day they will be in a great position, because the first booyah with 18 points, Amazon Crips in the second place 14 points, Fluxo team showing up in the top 3, bringing back their best game with 14 points, Netshoes Miners 11 points, Nitrox top 10 11 points, and Bomb Team, wow, Bomb Team also trying to bring back the best game of the first weekend with 18 more points, and the MVP, Bops. I'm super happy, Marcelo.
You're happy, you're so happy. You're getting the MVP points, but I'm getting the coach points because Dog Black's still pointing. Dog Black is
I got him as well.
Oh yeah, girl. Oh yeah, girl.
Amazing, amazing.
And we'll have the confirmation on the points of the remaining teams, remaining squads. Corinthians with 8 points, Vivocade with 7, and we have Coda Solid, TSM, and Los Grandes, and SS Esports. No points for SS Esports, a team that is still fighting to try to get to the top of the standings with a slow start today, Carol.
Yes, a slow start today, of course, but we gotta check out our standings to see what is the difference points between She's Dead and TSM. 3 points separate them, and She's Dead can sleep today at least behind of Bombed team. So it is doable for them still to fight over the top 12, Marcelo. I don't know. I don't want it to be the case of that, but a great step for them. And also for Fluxo team passing Corinthians points. Also 1 point separate them, but Fluxo team got the advantage of not booyahs, but 1 point for elimination. Things are very tight today, and I'm more than excited to see the next matches.
Good to see Amazon Crips trying to close the distance against Team Coda Solid and against Metagaming. They could go after Metagaming from Group C as well. Nitrox top 10 getting to the top 8, Netshoes Miners getting to the top 6. So Netshoes Miners are definitely joining this fight for the top 5. Incredible stuff from them. And now we have all those teams showing up to prepare themselves for the most known map in the season, which is Bermuda, Carol.
Yes, and we know that Bermuda is very known by the players around here. Things that we are not expecting to happen in Bermuda, and we gotta check it out this right now.
And we gotta check out this? No, we gotta check out the break.
Uh-oh.
We gotta check out the break because we got to hydrate. We gotta hydrate a little bit and then bring it.
Okay.
Okay?
I will wait.
Will you have to hydrate, girl?
Yes, I do have to.
You're a caster. You have to
I
be
gotta
hydrated.
prepare my throat.
And I'll be back. And Carol also will be back after a quick break. We have Kawe going on and Rush puts down Yam. We were expecting that from him. Lost brings it back and puts Brokofet to the floor. Napon, he uses the chrono and he puts down Lost. Rush puts down Yan and Napon is bringing back the fight. Gimons, the only player still standing from Metagame, but they have only one player as well, and Gimon saves it!
Wow.
Gimon saves the fight for Metagaming, and they will leave that battle with all 5 players still standing, Carol.
Fala galerinha, me chamo Cleia, sou a mãe de 2 campeões da LBFF e eu sou Free Fire. Quando eles eram pequenos, eles sempre foram bem tranquilos. O Daddy, que era mais danado, ele chegou até Eu lembro que uma vez ele correu atrás do Japa com sapo, o Japa caiu numa calçada alta, assim, com uns 2 metros de altura e quebrou os 2 braços. O Daddy era muito danado.
I really want to see
Amazing.
Cleia talking about her two sons, Dead God and Japa BKR. This will be so amazing to watch. You guys, I cannot wait to bring you guys this incredible I Am Free Fire, eu sou Free Fire. For you, after this map of Bermuda, you'll have the opportunity to watch that. And Carol, we know that Bermuda is a quick map.
Yeah.
Bermuda is a map where the teams go for it. We might have the engagement in Sentosa between Netshoes Miners and Amazon Creeps once again. We might have Clock Tower being taken by a few teams over there. Factory, Poshinok, Mars Electric. Things go wild in Bermuda.
Yeah, but judging by the day that we are having, that in Kalahari surprisingly didn't any of the early fights that we expected happen. Let's see what how Bermuda will go indeed, because like you said, teams like to concentrate themselves in the center of the map. Teams easily find themselves during the rotation, but one thing that it's getting in my head right now, it is the second time Netshoes Miners hit the goal poster. In Purgatory that happened against Nitrox Top 10. In the second, right now in Kalahari, they hit the goal poster against XD. And right now, maybe in Bermuda, it is the opportunity for them to get their first Booyah today.
And I am eager to see who will be getting this Booyah, because we're clear to take off, so let's hit the skies! Ladies and gentlemen, for the flight R13D3 heading straight to Bermuda. This is your captain, myself, Fiancini, and by my side, my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell, invites you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop, Carol!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bermuda map, the most loved one by the players. And let's check this out, because everything seems very fine. Everyone is going to their favorite drop call, but we are not going to forget who are the best teams here. So in Bermuda, the best teams that are playing today, it is Corinthians, SS Sports and Team Coda Solid. Most of the players from Corinthians and SS Sports and Team Coda Solid have the best performance here, but the best points were made for Metagame, Tropa, Corinthians, TSM. I remember also one of the builds that TSM made 2 weeks ago that were impressive. They had to use the ice walls and they didn't have ice walls, so everything it's for a strategy around here.
And Carol, we gotta talk about some records.
Tell
today.
me. Tell me why.
We have Japa BKR closing the gap onto the 400 kills mark this season.
Yep.
He's currently the second place player in the list of all-time killers behind Kawan. Kawan has 393 kills on his hand. However, Kawan is not playing today. Japa BKR has 388. If he goes for 12 kills today, he would be the first player to reach the 400 points mark, as he were the first one to get to 300 kills in the history of LBFF. So let's check this out. And since we were talking about players who gave space for other players to shine with the different metagames we had the past season, Japa BKR was one of them.
Yes, indeed, Japa BKR was one of them, but I don't think Japa BKR is shining a lot this season. Of course, he broke a record that is impressive. We are going to watch a little bit more of his history in I Am Free Fire today, coming from his mom. But I think this season their shine were took away by the hands of Cias, that is doing a great job. But still, he is the man. He is Mr. LBFF, like you love to say. And even though of that, I like to see that Kawan, who was a newcomer in the 4th season, it's also joining after 2 seasons this list. That is impressive.
You know who is the 3rd position player?
Don't tell me it is his brother.
It's his brother. It's that guy, the 3rd player in kills. But you know what amazes me in this list of the top 10 players with the most kills in the history of LBFF is who has the highest average between the players in this kills. The most kills per drop in this list. You know who it is?
Who?
MTS. He's in the 10th position. He has 301 kills. To start the day, he already got more than that for today, and probably he's now already off Natividade in the 9th position. Natividade, who has 302 kills. Probably MTS is already over him. But MTS has 1.43 kills per drop.
Wow.
It's just insane to think of it.
It is, indeed, it is insane.
And Natividade is trying to bring this fight back. He puts DZN kill to the floor with a nice grenade. Rick with 2 takedowns on the players of She's there forcing now the players to rotate. Luignet and DZN kill goes down. And now Netshoes Miners that usually fight against the Amazon Creeps in Sentosa now going after She's there in the clock tower. Breninha and Angelo trying to escape to keep She's there alive after the Booyah. But it seems that it would be from Booyah to bottom for them. Let's see if Natividade will lead this rush. Many grenades coming in. Brenin now in a predicament, and Natividade will pull him back. There's only Angelo to fight, and he already puts Natividade to the floor with a nice grenade shot. Broilo tries to find the shots with the scope opened, trying to find Angelo over there. He's in the watchtower. He knows that the pressure is onto him. He knows that the players from Netshoes Miners are still targeting him. Rick, who is a player who also is inside of the top 10 killers of all time, getting 2 kills in this fight. And now Angelo needs to survive. Brenin goes down. Field and Rick are leading the charge, but look at TSM getting from behind of Netshoes Miners. Angelo tries to open up some shots over there. And the Netshoes Miners in a predicament. Field Wheel goes down and will be eliminated. Netshoes Miners losing lots of important players in this fight. They had the fight won against XD, and they were destroyed by TSM. What a bad choice of fight for Netshoes Miners, Carol.
Yes, engaging into early fights, it's knowing that most of the teams are still rotating and they can easily meet against each other. And that's why Netshoes Miners don't like to engage in the early fights. But right now, they were kind of forced because XD was right in front of them. Still, good points for eliminations, but right now most of the team are back in the lobby, and if they hit the goalpost twice going in the second place back in the lobby, of course, in the first two matches, right now it's going to be a very hard mission.
They didn't need to wait for Angelo.
Nope.
They had a 4-on-1 fight that they could take Angelo down any way they wanted. They waited out in the open to get one kill from one player from a team that is not fighting against them in the standings. They didn't need to go for that fight. But Carol, we were talking about that top 10 list.
Yes, let's go
of
back for it.
the killers of all time. This list shows up a lot of things for us. First of all, K1 is a genius of Free Fire.
Yes.
K1 is one of the best players
prodigy.
in the history of Free Fire.
It is that right? Prodigy?
Prodigy. Japa BKR is a legend in this game. But this list explains why Vivocade was the champion last season. You know who are the 3rd, 4th, and 5th position players over there? While Angelo is being now harmed by TSM, and he will go down, but not before taking Brokofe to a ride. But you know who are the top, the players number 3, 4, and 5 in that list?
I have no idea. Tell
Dead God, Modeste, and General.
Dead God, Modeste, and General. All 3 players from Vivocade.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Nando 9 was a newcomer last season, so he cannot be in this list.
Yes.
He didn't get 300 kills in last season, although he got 100. And then we have MVR, one of the best players in Free Fire. Memgod, one of the best players in Free Fire. Rick, one of the best players in Free Fire. Natividade, one of the best players in Free Fire.
Rick, just quickly cutting you really quickly. Rick, he was a newcomer last season.
He was
for Pain Gaming.
He came for
no,
Pain
sorry,
Gaming.
in the third.
The season.
Fourth season.
Fourth season, yeah.
Yes, fourth season.
He has a good average as well of matches played. And MTS closes the top 10. He's a player with the least games played. He has the highest average of kills per drop. He is indeed the most alarming player that we have to check out in this list, because he's indeed incredible. But this shows up a few things for us to understand, and now Rick is running to keep the Netshoes Miners alive against Los Grandes, and he will not be able to. He will not be able to. Gus just destroyed them on the run.
Poor Rick.
Now Los Grandes will take Observatory over there, will take some loot, even though they are taking some damage from the gas. But we are still in the beginning of the match, so the gas does not harm that much. And as we see Gus still playing inside of the gas, going for the graveyard, Carol.
Yes, we haven't seen much coming from Los Grandes today. Like I said, they are kind of an average team. And they are trying their best to, not at averaging, but this season they are being very average.
And now GL puts Ousado down, leaving Corinthians in a poor positioning to fight against this strategical Amazon Creep squad. Let's see how Corinthians will deal with that. The rotation from GL to try to find a good position to fight. We have Zenak with the sniper, looking also for a good moment for them to fight. But Amazon Creeps will not go after them. They will wait for Corinthians to come. And I believe this is a good choice of fights for this Amazon Creep squad, Carol.
Yes, definitely will be. Well, I think Amazon Crypt has the advantage of the cover, right? Corinthians is trying to do the approach, and all of them are very aware. But I also think Corinthians can do a good usage of the ice walls. They have the covers of the palm trees, but it's going to be hard for them to do the approach. But if they do, Marcelo, we are going to watch a lion fight.
And now we have already 2 players from Corinthians nearing and getting inside of the house. They are Ousado and Gelo. Zenak also rotating, going for the players of the Amazon Crypt squad, while we have Master trying to use the grenades to get some damage, but none of them were good. And look at GL with the sight, trying to get the kills. He puts Ousado down, but he goes down as well because Gelo got him and got the elimination, got the kill. Salles and GG are the players trying to get to the Corinthians squad inside of the ice. Corinthians building an igloo over there with that much ice. And as we see one more player going down, it was Master. Grenades are coming in. GG in a predicament, putting Gelo down. But now he has to do those other, and he puts those other and knocked down. Now there's only Bobs to fight for Corinthians. Bobs tries to survive. Amazon Crypt brought it back. It was Salles and GG who held on for this fight for Amazon Crypts. Zenak still on the floor. He will be eliminated by Salles. Salles with 1 kill, GG with 2. Now he rotates. He tries to find the last player from Corinthians. He tries to find Zenak. The grenades are coming in. Bobs is in a predicament. Carol is getting crazy over here, cheering for her player in FF squad.
God.
More grenades incoming. Bobs still trying to hide. As we see GG and Salles over there with good advantage in this fight, and a comeback, an amazing comeback by the players of Amazon Crypts. Bobs is in the 3rd floor, so the grenades probably won't hit him. And now Salles will go inside of the house. The players from Amazon Crypts will go inside of the house trying to find Bobs. They strafe a little bit over there, try to get the information. They don't find him in the 2nd floor. They will go for the 3rd. It's Salles who goes for it, and now Bobs is on top of the house. He's on the ceiling. Salles is using the jumps to go over. He finds Bobs over there, and he gets a kill. Amazon Crypts wiping out Corinthians, and now they have to fight against Los Grandes. GG and Salles has to hold on to this fight. Salles rotates, tries to leave that zone, but Los Grandes now has the ambush prepared, and GG will go down. There's only Salles to fight. He tries to hide by the walls, and with little to none place to run, he will go down. There's no place for him to run. Gus will get a kill, and Los Grandes wiping out the Amazon Crypts. Now SSC squad going after the players of TSM. Napon using the grenades, and Butch on! The grenade launcher shot putting 2 players down. And now this grenade launcher turns into a more viable substitute for the grenades. Rush will put Phoenix down. MTS with the grenade launcher trying to get the kills, and he puts Prokofiev down. Rush has to run.
Yeah.
Rush has to run. Another shot by MTS. Will send TSM back to the lobby. But now Chupinha is also on the floor, and he will be eliminated by MVR. The fight between the 2 guys with a shortened name starting with an M. This is bad for the narrator. MTS and MVR going at each other. It's a mess for the narrator.
Indeed it is, but also I'm very happy that MTS is back, at least in the 30th round. But what is back, it is the fight in the factory, Marcelo. Oh my goodness, it's going on a lot of things here, and Atrox Top 10, it's well placed inside of the safe zone, controlling the center.
Controlling the center and the top of the factory as well. What a great positioning by Atrox Top 10.
Indeed.
How can you take them off the top of the factory? It's almost impossible for anyone to take them off the factory. Now we see Bonji and SS Esports still fighting, and MTS once again with the double kill. He gets the double kill with The grenade launcher, 4 for him now. He goes down because Brabo got the sniper rifle shot and sent him down. Nitrox top 10 commanding the actions from the top of the factory. Safe zone closing. Boot on and Phoenix taking lots of damages and they cannot leave that place. Brabo is targeting them like mad, and now they will rotate. Phoenix will go down because of the safe zone, and Boot on will probably go down as well. We have Fluxo inside of the area of the factory, trying to hold onto a position, but I'm still... Oh, look at where the safe zone closed. Nitrox, it's impossible to take Nitrox top 10 out of there.
Yes.
This Booyah is 100% Nitrox top 10.
Only if the safe zone trick them and close where pack it is right now, but I doubt it. I doubt it.
There's no way that... Look at the safe zone will close.
No, but we know that the safe zone is still shrink to the most impossible way, and it can go to where pack it is right now, but I doubt it. I think Nitrox top 10 got everything they needed to get this Booyah.
Now we have Romeo leading the charge in the fight inside of the factory. For Nitrox top 10, they have the top down advantage. They have control of the ceiling of the factory. I don't see them losing this map. I really don't see them losing this map. Romeo now dealing with Kawan, trying to find the shots onto the players of Bonji. Bonji with a good positioning into this fight, and also Fluxo, but MVR will send Japa BKR down. Team Coda Solid gets eliminated, Brabo gets the kill, and Chinese puts Kawan down. Grenades incoming against the players of Fluxo, and Cias will put this down. Bonji falls to Nitrox top 10 as well. 5 kills for Nitrox top 10. Cias will put down and get the elimination. Chinese tries to rotate, and Nitrox top 10 left the ceiling. However, they still have the high ground advantage. Romeo gets the kill on Cias. Japa BKR goes down because of Romeo as well, and Romeo gets the quadra kill. Los Grandes will go down. Romeo gets the quadra kill. Now there was only Fluxo, and it's an easy boo! Yeah, Nitrox top 10. There was no way they were losing this match. There was no damn way they were losing this match, and now Nitrox top 10 has a double Booyah in 3 maps to start the day, Carol.
Can I sing already? We are the champions.
I thought you were going for
my
Kiris.
friend. That's amazing. The double Booyah came right on time for Nitrox top 10. The second Booyah for them today, the first one in Bermuda map. So great stuff happening for Nitrox. Today it is definitely their day, because starting the day in the first 3 matches with great positions in a double Booyah, it is everything. Great stuff coming from Chinese, from the grenades in Romeo hands, and we gotta remember that Romeo, it is very cheap in a FF squad. So the guys who chose Romeo today for the FF squad,
he was the second player. He was the second most chosen player in FF squad for this day, only after GodQ, who is not playing. So he is the active most chosen player in the league, and we gotta check out the highlights and the confirmation of the points for this matchup, because this was a balanced map. No team got a ton of points ahead of the others. Only Nitrox top 10 because of the position where they were.
Yes, of course. So all the congratulations for Nitrox top 10 because of the position, the strategy to not leave the factory, the top of the factory. They got the 21 points, and the MVP were Brabo with 4 eliminations in his hand. Los Grandes well positioned as well out of the factory with a great rotation, 13 more points. Esports showing up more strong in this match in the 3rd place with 11 points. Fluxo team 10 points. Fluxo team once again inside of the top 5. And Team Coda Solid, Bone team followed by Bone team 9 and 8 points. Also Romeo were the MVP, and I'm very happy to see that he got the 4 eliminations in my F squad. It's smiling right
You
now.
have 3 MVPs today, right?
I do, Marcelo!
You have 3 MVPs today. I have 1. I have Romeo. You're doing good. But you're not getting to me.
You're
not getting
told
to me.
you.
That's what happens.
Let's wait and see.
And we have the second page of the scene. MTS, once again, we have now 4 MVPs in 3 matches. Vivo Cade, Amazon Crips, Team Solomid, Corinthians, Netshoes, Miners, and XD. Finally, Netshoes, Miners not having an amazing match, right?
Yeah, Netshoes Miners definitely not having an amazing match. They needed to keep the regular position that they had in the first 2 matches, but it happens when you engage into early fights, and that's why they don't like to.
And we gotta check out the standings to see how this matchup changed our table. Nitrox top 10 going for the long run. Getting to the 6th position, going over the Netshoes Miners, getting closer to Corinthians. Team Coda Solid leaving metagame behind as we expected for the day. And now it's Amazon Creeps for the take. 31 points for them behind metagaming. They can do it today, but they have to improve.
Yes, amazing stuff also come from TSM, like you said. And I think TSM is doing an amazing job keeping a regular game. Also, Amazon Creeps is trying to do their best game still. More than 30 points separate them than a meta game. They needed to have an excellent day. She's also trying. It is doable for them to reach the points of TSM, but the pressure definitely are holding them back. SS Sports, Fluxo Team, and Corinthians in the fight over loud position, trying to reach the points of before. And I think right now, it is kind of dream of all of those teams to reach the points where before it is.
But we got to check out who is dreaming as well as of being the MVP, because the kill leaders ranking is getting updated time after time. And look at what Shinase is doing. He got to the 2nd position with 68 kills. He was not on the top 6 to start the day. He's having a gigantic day today.
It is having a gigantic day, a huge day in the kill leaders and in my FF squad. Marcelo, I'm so happy.
MTS already with 5 kills. He started with 85, now he has 90, and he's going for the 100 points mark this weekend.
Also, I chose him. I wanted to choose the team as well, but MTS with the more than 200 money, and also VT kind of the same, but still our kill leaders are looking very good, very strong. Shinase back in the 2nd place, VT joining him. Tomorrow we're going to watch Iago Killed trying to also get back in the top 3, but Natividad also playing today will finish the day ahead of Iago and Killed for sure.
Wait for me tomorrow. My FF squad tomorrow is just insane. And what is insane as well is that we gotta take a few minutes to heal our throats, to hydrate, and to bring you guys what we wanted to see the most, because je suis Free Fire. Ich bin Free Fire. I am Free Fire, coming for you guys after the quick break, and we'll be right back. Face to face against Will is not a good fight for Memgad. Now we see him using the grenades to try to get some damage on K1, forcing K1 to reposition. And as we see the numbers on the screen for you guys, K1 and Loud are the player and the team with the most kills in this map, and Japa is the player with the fastest kill in the history of Bermuda. More grenades coming in to try and find K1. K1 used the grenade and breaks the ice, and will go after Memgad. He takes the kill on Memgad. Important kill for Loud to try to bring this fight back. They take off probably the main player of Furia, who is Memgad. Grenades coming in from K1, trying to take Hachin and BL God. A bad choice of fight by Furia. A team that needs points to be outside of the relegation zone. Now will put Bielgod down. He finds the rotation. He gets the kill on Bielgod. Will he be able? Oh my God, Will! 3 kills for him. He's trying to keep Loud safe and sound. 5 kills on this matchup. K1 is not protecting, and now it's a 2-on-1 fight for Loud. Gusta uses the ice to rotate to find a space to leave what is an ugly fight by Furia. And now he's surrounded, and K1 will get the kill. Furia is wiped out. They could not leave the relegation zone in this week.
Fala galerinha, me chamo Cleia, sou a mãe de 2 campeões da LBFF e eu sou Free Fire. Os meus 4 filhos são o Japa, o Jonathan, conhecido como Japa BKR, tem o Jardel, que é o Dead God, tem o Jefferson e tem o Júlio César. Os 4 filhos são jogadores, todos 4. Sim, os meninos falam que o meu favorito é o Japa, mas eu não tenho favorito. Para mim, todos são iguais.
Olha, a Japa BKR mandou o balão em cima do Rick. Japa! 300 kills na LBFF, vem Japa!
O Free Fire entrou na nossa vida em 2018. Foi um amigo do Japa que apresentou para ele. Em seguida, ele apresentou para o Ded. E com pouco tempo, eles viciaram. Mais ou menos um mês, eu lembro que o Japa me chamou, me mostrou o jogo, disse que estava jogando Free Fire, era muito bom no que fazia, porém ele reclamava muito que o aparelho dele travava. E assim, eu fiz um esforço, comprei esse telefone para ele e dei o meu para Jardel. Eu lembro que o Japa, quando começou a jogar os campeonatos pequenos, todo o dinheiro que ele ganhava, ele ajudava em casa, o Ded da mesma forma. E depois que eles passaram a jogar a Série A, vem me ajudando muito, a nossa vida mudou bastante. Ainda não ganhei a casa, mas isso já está em planos, tá bom? Quando eles eram pequenos, eles sempre foram bem tranquilos. O Ded, que era mais danado, ele chegou até Eu lembro que uma vez ele correu atrás do Japa com sapo. O Japa caiu numa calçada alta, assim, com uns 2 metros de altura e quebrou os 2 braços. O Ded era muito danado. Sempre ele batia muito no Japa, o Japa sempre foi um pouco mole. Não posta isso. E quando ele viajou para São Paulo para jogar a Série A, ele saiu de casa falando que ia ser campeão. E para mim foi muito emocionante. Além de ser campeão, ele foi MVP.
Sou muito grato ao Giovanni e a minha mãe, que são 2 pessoas que apoiam muito a gente.
Acredito que o sucesso de um puxa assim o outro. Eu lembro quando o Japa foi campeão, o Ded sempre ficava falando, eu também vou ser campeão, eu vou conseguir ganhar um LBFF, e graças a Deus ele conseguiu.
Vivo!
Próxima final, meu avô faleceu, aí prometi pra ele, próximo split vamos ser campeão. E eu não pude ir no enterro dele, passar que tinha a final pra jogar. De tamanho campeão da LB.
Foi muito emocionante, assim, eu fiquei muito feliz por ele ter conquistado agora a LBFF 5. Pra mim foi maravilhoso. E eu me tornei a mãe tricampeã. Então eu sou a mãe mais feliz desse joguinho. Eu me considero, nossa, eu sou muito feliz, muito orgulhosa deles.
We are back live to bring you guys the last 3 maps of the day here in LBFF Season 6. And Carol, in Purgatory we had a thrilling match, full of action with the Booyah from Nitrox Top 10. Is it going to be the same?
Well, one thing that's very funny for me today it is that I always bring my notes with me for each transition.
Generally a Bible, something like that size.
And I put my expectations on teams that were really good last weekend because I expected them to be very consistent throughout the other weekends and rounds and matches and But I wasn't not expecting to see that coming from Nitrox Top 10. And really, I just wrote down Nitrox Top 10 among the other teams. I didn't put any big informations for Nitrox Top 10 because they were not having big matches and great stuffs happening. But today they are surprising us.
But you know who else is surprising us?
Who?
Our company, our flight company over here that brought us a new flight attendant to send you guys up.
Nice.
Pega o seu café, porque a decolagem foi autorizada.
Leia and my man, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight R13D4 heading straight to Purgatory. This is your captain, Marcelo Ferrantini, and by my side, my flight attendant, Cleia, and my co-pilot, Carol. Shall invite you because it's time to drop, Carol!
I'm with my coffee around here, Cleia. Thank you so much because we are going back for the last time today in Purgatory, but tomorrow we have twice. On Monday, twice again, we're going to meet in Purgatory. But for today, we're going to watch one last time those teams play. And Bond team surprisingly went to Brasilia. They went to Brasilia a couple of times, but this time they went back again against XD.
Now we have already TSM going after the players of Netshoes Miners. A fight that we saw happening in the first map of Purgatory today. Once again, TSM dropping near the river and now rotating to get some loot after a few shots from Napon. Missing the target, it was Rick over there. And Napon could not find the best shots as he rotates inside, as we see the movement from TSM in the fire brigade. And a few things are disappointing today, right?
Yes, few points are disappointing us. Like I said, I brought a couple informations on Vivocade, I brought a couple informations on Netshoes Miners, but I wasn't not counting that TSM, for example, would have a good performance around here, as with also Nitrox Top 10 that is having a solid game as well. Double Booyah have already happened for them. And what I'm not understanding in the scenario right now, it is why TSM is split so much. They went after Netshoes Miners, 2 of their players, Brocofé and Rush, and Apon and Vini XL will do what? They will also block the way of Netshoes Miners. What will happen?
We know that Netshoes Miners don't like to engage into early fights. If TSM is counting on that, it might become a bet. They choose to surprise Netshoes Miners, sending 2 players to send them away and then ambush them with other players positioned on the sides. We have substitutions going on in Corinthians. Hazur coming in for Gelo. And this squad of Corinthians with Bobs coming in becomes a dangerous squad. Last season with Zenak, Ousado, Hazur and Gelo, they did incredible.
Yep.
They controlled the regular season up until the second to last week, when they lost their lead to Vivocade. Another change coming in, Cebolinha in place of Rafa X. But Corinthians dominated the regular season with those 4 guys, and then Bobs comes in, bringing a new dimension for this team, which allows them to rotate the team a little better, keeping a core of maybe Ousado and Zenak, maybe Bob's getting into that core as well and bringing different faces to different games, Carol.
And also, the information that you brought about the Corinthians squad from last season, I said that Bob's, he definitely made up his name here. He signed his name here, and he didn't start the season as the starting guy, right? And right now, because of his great performance, Corinthians is replacing other players, not him. And that's the exactly performance that we are expecting from newcomers to understand the game and, of course, thinking about and counting with the experience of their teammates.
Oh, thinking about our younger years. Gotta love Brian Adams.
The younger years of Marcelo Ferrantini.
And it was long ago. It was too long ago. Oh my God, my younger years. I had potential. I had potential.
You sure you still have, my friend. But what is very potential right now? It is probably the position that XD and Bond it is played. So we see that Amazon Crips also coming. Nitrox top them right behind them. Well, it tells me maybe it is going to close to Brasilia.
You said it tells me maybe, and I'm just such a jerk, such an idiot that I immediately thought about call me maybe. Immediately.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Fluxo team and Nachos Miners.
Both of them going at it as we see Rick using the ice to cover up for himself, while Natividade tries to rotate with Field, with Broilo, with Rick to take the bridge and to perform this rotation as quickly and safe as possible, but CS will put Rick down. Good sniper shot by CS. Waiting now for Rick to come back, and Flux will rotate and take a better positioning for them to ambush the Netshoes Miner squad, Carol.
And I think that was a wise choice of Fluxo team retrieve right now, because if they can get a good position inside of Brasilia, they can block easily. They can block the way of Netshoes Miners. And as we are aware right now, they are in points, low points difference between Corinthians, so they cannot miss the chance of let Corinthians pass them in our table, which it is very important for them if they wanted to at least start the finals in point advantage.
And I was watching FAC rotate and the players from Fluxo playing together, and I wonder, when will you call me? When will you invite me for a lobby? We still haven't played together.
Oh, that's true, Marcelo.
We still haven't played
We
together.
haven't working together for 2 seasons, and we have never played Free Fire. Shame on us.
Shame on us. We still haven't played together. It gets me mad.
You gotta tell me your position.
Now we have the position from TSM being harmed by Netshoes Miners. We see Natividade trying to get the good targets over there, trying to find a better positioning. And we see Rick leading the charge. The Baiano Rick leading the charge for Netshoes Miners. And we see Rush, Brokofé, Vini Excel dealing damage from TSM. Netshoes did not run for this fight, and they are engaging into this battle that's been announced since the beginning of the game, since the beginning of this drop. We have Natividade rotating lots of damage onto Natividade. He will be forced to use a health kit, and Broilo will put Napon down with an amazing kappa, with an amazing headshot. Rush is there looking for some information. Now he has this information that he was hoping for. While Netshoes Miners finally take off as we expected, Carol.
Yes. Netshoes Miners doing the right approach, but still, I think TSM trying to rotate it to Brasilia, they are going to be in advantage of Netshoes Miners' position if they don't take this bridge right away.
It's been too long since they're trying to cross this bridge. The bridge of Fire Brigade to the Central Island. And it seems that now they will take on this challenge of crossing this bridge. They were harmed by TSM, they were harmed by Flux, once again by TSM. And now we see Broilo taking it from behind, but Natividade goes down. He will have to be helped by his teammates. And this could damage the rotation from Netshoes Miners, but Broilo finishes off Brokofé. Great job by Broilo with the sniper. Forcing TSM to retreat and now giving space for Netshoes Miners to run, but they are going after the player from Netshoes, who is Broilo. Rush is over there. Broilo will put Rush down. Great job by the sniper of the Netshoes Miners squad. He holds on to himself, and now he rotates, tries to get the kill on Vini XL, and he will put Vini down. Look at what Broilo is doing. 3 takedowns for Broilo. And he gets the quadra!
Wow!
Incredible job by Broilo! Guaranteeing the rotation for the Netshoes Miners squad and getting 4 kills and the squad wipe against TSM all by himself, Carol!
Wow, Marcelo, what did Broil did right now? Like Bobs did in Kalahari. That's amazing. I like to see great performances coming for one single player, helping the whole squad. That's definitely amazing.
And now we have Los Grandes trying to find the shots on Team Coda Solid, a team that needs to improve today. 2 teams that need to improve today that are not in their best game. And MVR gave up on that fight. He tried to go for the better positioning. He has the grenades on the ground ready for him to use them if he needs. And as we see right now, Xday is going after the players from Fluxo. They might get the Fluxo players from the side, but it seems that Fak now got the information. Nobru puts Brenin down with the sniper shot. The ice is now covering the players for Xday to try to bring it back, while Corinthians and Nitrox Top 10 are fighting, are dealing with each other. Fak takes damage, and he has to rotate. He uses the chrono. And now he uses the ice, and Angelo puts Japa BKR down. Now Xday will go after the players from Fluxo. Fluxo is not having a great day. And Xday got their second booyah in the season. Today, Nitrox Top 10 goes down by the hands of Bobs.
Oh, no.
Incredible job by Bobs. And you were going to say, oh no, but it was your player who got the kills.
Yeah, it was Bob's. Nice.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Now Brenin puts Japa BKR down, Fluxo in a bad positioning, and Cias will hold on against the players from... Look at Angelo getting the grenade on Nobru. Another grenade to put Nobru down back on the lobby. DZN killing in the charge. They have to deal with Cias by the right side of the tree over there. DZN kill. Still trying to get a good spacing for this fight. Angelo has the grenade. He will try to find Cias over there.
Wow.
Fak puts DZN down. Angelo puts Fak to sleep once again. And now he's the only player to fight for this Xday squad. He's trying to get Cias, and he got Cias down. Xday loses 3 players but wins the fight against Fluxo, sending the former champions back to the lobby in the 10th position with only 1 point for positioning and 3 for kills in this fight against Xday. And now we see the safe zone closing to the north of Brasilia. Corinthians will be wiped out as well. After winning the fight from Nitrox Top 10, they were left with only a few players, and now they are back on the lobby. The safe zone is closing. We have Amazon Creeps and we have Bond controlling the center of the safe zone. Let's see how the teams will rotate inside. Netshoes Miners doing the quickly rotation, the early rotation to get to Brasilia, to leave Brasilia actually. But they have no one to hold the door for. Maybe Vivocade if they rotate south. But Vivocade has a clear path through the middle of fields, Carol.
Yes, and I mean, right now this safe zone is not in the favor of a lot of teams that needed to rotate over that, but Netshoes Miners already find themselves inside of it. Bone Team, Amazon Creeps, this is the second time I see Bone Team and Amazon Creeps place in the center of the safe zone. But this can bring us a different scenario. We know we are not going to have a triple booyah from the top 10. They are back in the lobby. Fluxo team, unfortunately, were punished by the hands of Angelo, who is now have to give his life to live this 40 match in Purgatory. And Team Coda Solid, I think they are a little bit too late, Marcel.
Maybe they are indeed late, but Quali has the information on the players of Vivocate. Beck was left behind to try and take them from a better positioning. And now we see him breaking the ice, trying to go for General. He could not find a shot. That guy takes a grenade to his feet and half of his life in damage. One more grenade, but he brings it back and gives a kappa, gives a headshot to Peck and finishes off the player from Team Coda Solid. Angelo goes down and now XD is back on the lobby. Vitinho XP using the grenades, trying to find the kills on the players of Vivocate. Modestia goes down. The kill goes to Rick. Broilo gets one more on Vitinho XP. That guard will go to the floor. Only Pão to fight for Team Coda Solid. Vivocate is down. Pão is trying to survive. He will go down. There was one more player for Team Coda Solid to fight. Gus gets the elimination. There is Vitinho XP still fighting. He will try to survive, but Gus gets the double kill. The triple kill actually goes for Gus. And Los Grandes get the elimination on Team Coda Solid. Amazon Crips has a good coverage. In the middle, they're not engaging into fights. They are waiting for the teams to have to leave their cover. As it's happening to SS Esports right now, and Phoenix took a bullet to the head. He goes down. He will be helped by Butch on over there. But the Netshoes Miners also coming into the safe zone. We see Broilo, Rick, Field, and Atividade using the top-down advantage, but they will have to go downhill. Butch on still fighting now against the Los Grandes squad. Gus takes a good shot by MTS, but he's still alive. Master will put him down. Now the Amazon Crips are engaging. Master gets the kill on Gus, but Mamute puts GG down, and Phoenix is now dealing with Natividade. Salis steals the kill on Natividade, and MTS will eliminate Mamute, and Los Grandes is back on the lobby. Salis gets another takedown, this time on Broilo. Rick goes down as well. It was Master who sent him down. Only one player to fight for Netshoes Miners right now. We see Kawan trying to rotate. Field got the kill on 1-9, but Kawan brings it back and sends him down. Netshoes Miners go back to the lobby in the 4th position. 3 teams to fight, all of them with the whole squad. Let's see how this will this be the first booyah for Amazon Crips? We still need it. SS Esports now fighting against Bond, which gives Amazon Crips an upper hand in this top 3. Let's check this out. The safe zone will leave Amazon Crips outside of the good spacing. And the teams are waiting for the safe zone to close for them to get into a direct fight.
Especially because Bond Team Amazon Crips they are fighting to get inside of the top 12.
Let's see how SS Esports will fight this fight. MTS now rotating, trying to get information on the players of Amazon Crips. We see them leaving the house from behind while Bonji tries to harm them. The grenades are coming in from MTS. GL runs for his life, and he now uses the ice to rotate. Amazon Crips were the first ones to leave their cover. We see Bonji and SS Esports still standing on the same place that they were when this top 3 started. Master tries to get some shots onto the players of SS Esports. They rotate, but GG will go down. GG falls to the floor, and he will not be able to be helped. The safe zone is now hurting a lot. Victor gets the kill, but Jubinha brings it back. Jubinha gets the kill on Victor Bertion, puts R7 to the floor. Grenades are coming in. The Amazon Crips are trying to close on. Bonji goes down. GL puts MTS to the floor. One more player down. Will it be? Will it be? Salis gets the kill. Master puts one down as well. And it's finally Booyah! Amazon Crips! be told here. Those guys gave it all to get a chance to play in the Serie A. It took them 13 rounds, and the last team with no booyahs is now on the board. Amazon Crips has got their booyah finally, Carol!
Amazing, amazing. Oh, happy day for the Amazonians getting their first booyah with 8 eliminations. 8 eliminations, so was not an ordinary booyah, was an amazing booyah with great eliminations, great stuff incoming from these guys. They were trying so hard to get the first booyah around here, and all the 33, we got this information, all the 33 teams had played at LBFF already got a booyah around here in the whole competition, the whole competition, not this season, but amazing stuff indeed coming from Amazon Crips, and that were definitely a uncertain moment between Bond Team and SS Sports that went together for the first fight, and Amazon Crips got the lucky to be the last one left out and just came to join the party, get the kills, and with the 3 players alive, they got this beautiful booyah. Congratulations to Amazon Crips.
Congratulations to the Amazonians getting their first booyah in the history of LBFF. What a debut season. Those guys had an incredible story to get to Serie A, and now getting their first booyah against SS Sports, a team that is fighting to take the top of the standings. They get 20 points in this matchup, 15 for SS Sports, 13 to Netshoes Miners, 10 to Bond. They close the gap onto the top 20, the top 12, I mean. Los Grandes and Team Coda Solid closed the first page of the table with Broilo as the MVP for the matchup. 4 kills for him, all 4 on TSM.
Amazing.
That incredible fight from Broilo all by himself against Team Solomid, who left a bit of a bitter taste on TSM's mouth, right, Carol?
Yes, indeed. That was also really good stuff coming from Bond Team. They went back to the lobby, of course, in the 30th place, but they got the 4th position in points, 10 points. Los Grandes is still keeping a consistent, a regular game, I would say, inside of the top 12. This is not the first time that we are seeing them here in the top 5. Team Coda Solid as well. This is the second time they are in the 6th position. Angelo managed to stay alive until the 7th position, getting 6 more points for XD. Incredible. Vivocade, Corinthians, Fluxo Team, big names that we have already know around here, are not having a glorious day today. And Nitrox Top 10 and TSM, they went really good in the first 3 rounds. Right now, back in the lobby in the bottom positions.
Let's check the standings, what changed on our standings for you guys to see the bigger picture of the season. SS Sports getting to the 2nd position finally. Netshoes Miners taking the 6th from Nitrox Top 10, but most importantly, 9 points only behind Corinthians right now are the Netshoes Miners. Los Grandes getting to the 9th position. Amazon Crips now 11 points behind Metagaming with 2 maps to play. They can finish the day inside of the top 12. XD leaving the relegation zone, pushing Real Esports down. So some important changes going on right now, Carol.
Yeah, we brought the information today that we gotta keep an eye, especially in the relegation zone, in the life of XD. Also, to keep an eye on Bone Team and TSM. They are fighting of the to get away of the access group. Amazon Crips definitely doing their homework around here, getting their first booyah. Fluxo Team and SS Sports with Corinthians fighting over the top 2, because still a big dream to reach the points of before they will come to play tomorrow. Netshoes Miners keeping a regular game. Nitrox Top 10 still didn't have a good game in the last match, but 2 more maps to them. And for Los Grandes, Vivocade, and now Team Coda Solid.
You know how many points Amazon Crips scored today already?
Tell me.
41.
That's amazing.
Great job by the Amazonians trying to come for the top 12. And we, of course, still have 2 more days of Free Fire this week, and we still have 2 more maps to play today. So we need to take a rest, a quick break, and we'll be right back to bring you guys the action of the 2 last maps of the day. And now Rafa X is rushing over, trying to take MTS over there, and it's good to see Rafa has started once again for Los Grandes, and now the fight starts on fire with 1 player falling down a piece, 2 players down a piece right now. Butch on trying to save Phoenix, and Jubinha is now down. There's only Butch on and Phoenix to fight. MTS is always also on the floor. There's 1 more player down. Rafa X gets Jubinha eliminated, and Butch on! The big dog! He showed up for the fight! Got the quadra kill! We are back live to bring you guys the emotions of the last Kalahari of the day, of the last Bermuda of the day. We have more Free Fire coming up for you guys, and we are having the confirmation of the Buyas. What a historical Buya for Amazon Creeps, Carol.
So cute to see them in their first Booyah in Purgatory, but would be even more amazing if they get a double Booyah here, which I don't think it is not that far away, because with the great confidence they will bring from Purgatory, they will take this to Kalahari. Even though Kalahari is not one of their best map, indeed it is their worst one, but we still can trust in the Booyah magic to bring them the best performance in the next map.
And Amazon Creeps is currently in the 2nd position between the teams that scored the most points today, right behind Nitrox Top 10, who got the double Booyah. We're having an incredible day, but Amazon Creeps also with a good day in a day of Free Fire that we're having so much balance, so much equilibrium here. And this is making it thrilling, right, Carol?
Yes, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but in my opinion, I think today it is one, if not the first one. I mean, if we put in a ranking, today it is the first one, by far most balanced day for me. We were checking our standings and our informations around here, and we see most of the teams got score already 20 plus points. So that's amazing.
There's no team with less than 20 points today.
There's no team less than 20 points. So that's incredible. That's amazing. And that's the best Free Fire they can bring us today. I like it.
And of course, we have teams that scored worse than others, but we're having some of the teams that we did not expect. You said it perfectly during the Purgatory map. We have XD with a Booyah, Amazon Creeps with the first Booyah, Nitrox Top 10 with the double Booyah, TSM scoring well, Netshoes Miners, who is in a good season, scoring well, but the highlights go to teams that we had no idea we'd have highlights today.
Yes, of course, go to teams indeed that we had no ideas. Nitrox Top 10, she's there also doing an amazing job. Right now it is just trying to keep the balance, the consistent, the regularity that we are waiting for, and it goes the same for Amazon Creeps.
And speaking of balance, I just hope that we are balanced, because we're clear to take off, so let's hit the skies! Ladies and gentlemen, for the flight R13D5 heading straight to Kalahari. This is your captain, Marcelo Ferrantini. And by my side, my co-pilot, Carol Bombshell, invites you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop, Carol!
So let's go for the last time today to the Kalahari map. The desert, the red desert of Kalahari will bring us such a hot match right now, because I'm pretty much sure we are about to see a booyah come sooner or later from Netshoes Miners. And look who joined the team.
And substitutions! The stars are back! Peu and Utrem coming into the play in the place of Field and Broilu leaving the match for Netshoes Miners, and I will not thank you for that because Field is in my FF squad, Carol.
Oh, I'm so sad for you, Marcelo. Uh-oh.
You will not get
even crying for you. But save your tears for later, Marcelo, because Netshoes Miners indeed looking very strong. I don't know why they changed suddenly, bringing Tremebe and Peu for the team right now in Kalahari. Maybe they are trying new strategy also for the finals. But, oh.
Back already, putting head down and back to the lobby. Look at Team Coda Solid starting well in this Kalahari map, and we know that they are one of the best teams in Kalahari since last season, Carol.
And I was actually going to say that PEC must be in a very bad position, because Nitrox top 10 always concentrate themselves in the refinery when before is not there, of course. And PEC were the only player of Team Coda Solid lost in there. I don't know where the rest of the other team it is, but it's still, let's following the game, because 2 more maps to happen. We already see that Vivocade trying to come back to the game very silently. They did a great performance last weekend. They are trying to apply the good game they had last season. Even though it seems a little bit hard, it is impossible, of course, especially because if they can get inside of the top 12 for the finals, maybe we will see a Vivocade that we were watching last season. And I think they are bringing the regular game back, even though today it is not one of their best days. Last weekend, on Saturday, they got 37 eliminations, a booyah, and 80 points in total, as being the best team of last Saturday. That was incredible.
We gotta check out how they will perform today, and also how will Corinthians do with such a different rotation as they're doing right now, going for the submarine and maybe dealing with TSM. They don't know that space, they don't know that place all that well, and TSM might surprise them, Carol.
Indeed, TSM. We haven't seen that. I cannot forget the last booyah from last match on Sunday, coming from TSM in Bermuda. That was incredible, amazing, and even though they are having a hard time to adapt themselves around here, they still getting great positions. But look at this, Los Grandes taking the spot of Corinthians, and TSM heading to the command post. Corinthians also doing the rotation to the command post. We are going to watch a fight that Corinthians was not waiting for. Los Grandes this time ahead of them in position, and also TSM maybe rotating and getting a few shots against them.
And now we see Los Grandes taking the antenna of the control post, once again going for the advantageous position. Will they be able to capitalize on the position? Let's check this out. As we see all the players on the top of that, and only that one first kill, the first blood that we had in that drop between Team Coda Solid and Nitrox top 10, Carol.
Yeah, and Los Grandes, I said, in my opinion, they are having an average performance throughout the whole season. They are not having a glorious, even though they brought Cebolinha and MVR for their team this season. Of course, a great reinforcement. Uh-oh.
Let's see if Modestia can hold on against the players of TSM. TSM rushing on Vivocate. We see Modestia trying to find a spot, and Rush will put Nando 9 down. General tries to use the grenades to get a better positioning for the fight, to delay the players from TSM and let Modestia rotate and let Nando 9 rotate. The grenades are coming in. Vini tries to find and deals damage onto that God, but still not enough. Napon and Brokofé putting in some damage and taking General down. The grenades are coming. Rush having to deal with the rush, having to leads the rush. Napon puts Modestia down. Nando 9 brings Rush down. And now he has to fight all by himself because that guy is still outside of the house. And Napon will get a triple. Triple kill for Napon. TSM sends Vivocate straight back to the lobby with ease, Carol.
Yes, was amazing.
With the greatest of these.
Yes, was indeed amazing. This performance of TSM with a full squad was very clean, keeping all his players alive, and that's the spirit that they will now have to worry to take the game to the late stage to get a good positions, because eliminations they have already get, and 3 by the hands of Napon. And I tell you what, most of the teams are rotating to the command post. Will us see the late stages of the game happening in there? That's the big question, because I don't see Corinthians in there. So
we don't see Corinthians in there, definitely. And this could be a predicament for them, because they finally left the control post. It's oh, they're getting there. They're getting there, Carol. They rotated to control post.
There it is. There it is. And looks like Los Grandes is still waiting for them for the payback, because they wipe out the whole squad of Los Grandes in the first match of Kalahari today. But I like to think that it is better have a good position than go for a payback. And Los Grandes already getting points for eliminations. They are killing.
They are getting the kills. They are getting the points, and they are having a good day. They are definitely having a good day. A better day than we expected, actually, because TSM has been in such a slow run for this past few weeks that it surprises me to see where this team lost itself. They were having a good season. They were fighting into the top 12. They were getting some good positioning, some booyahs, and suddenly they stopped.
Yes, like I said, an average game coming from them. Sadly, stopped it with the great performance. They started the season also very fierce, but this kind of things happen. And probably we're going to watch a fight against newcomers.
And now Pong just puts Salis back to the lobby, and Peck puts Master. The Amazonians were going after XD, and they ended up being destroyed by Team Coda Solid. Poor rotation by Amazon Crips right now. And they lost an important player, which was Salis, the top killer for the team today, with 8 kills. Now Salis is back on the lobby. After the good booyah from Amazon Creeps, they lose an important player early in the matchup.
Oh, and it was the Silas that you cast for your FF squad? Oh, so sad, Marcelo.
Yeah, he got the same number of kills of Romeo, 8.
Oh, but did you match with the same numbers that Romeo and Chinese? I don't think so, Marcelo.
You got 2 kills over me.
And that's a hell of 2 kills. A heck of kills ahead of you.
And I got Doug Black, who is scoring much more than
I got Doug Black as well.
And now we have Brenin going over GG. You need more than 2 points to get to me, girl. You know, you have GL and DZN going at each other. Brenin puts down another player from the Amazon Crisp, but 2 players from XD are now down. And Brenin will help DZN. Angel will be helped as well by Luignet. We see Team Coda Solid rotating to get a good position to fight against Jose. Angelo needs to heal. He's using the med kit over there. Peck tries to rotate. Luignette will be the one taking charge against the players from Team Corasolid. Peck goes down. While Pão tries to rotate, Pão puts Angelo to sleep, but the grenade finishes off. Vitinho XP puts Luignette to the ground and back to the lobby. DZN Kill is now using the ice to protect himself and try to recover one of his teammates. While GL puts Pão down, the Amazonians might save XD in this fight. Let's see if that will help. The ice comes in. Quali tries to hold on a player from Amazon Creeps. DZN Kill is still standing. And the grenades from Quali are trying to break the ice over there. But DZN already took off. We see Quali trying to find some spots. GL is on over there, and SS Esports is getting to this battle as well. MTS gets the kill onto a player of Team Coda Solid. Vini XL puts Phoenix to sleep. GL now rotating, looking for a good spot to fight. Vini XL confirms the kill onto the player of SS Esports. We see the Netshoes Miners having to deal with Bondi to try to keep control of the center of the safe zone. We see Pão rotating. And Team Corasolid lost 2 important players. Now Vitinho XP and Pão is still fighting for them. GL and Master fighting for Amazon Creeps. Trying to go inside of the safe zone while we see Vitinho XP holding the door for them, not allowing them to come in. Vitinho XP is still taking damage. And we see some players running inside. Cebolinha tries to hold on against Razuri. Razuri rotates. He goes inside of the house. And Bops has a grenade launcher to try and get the shot. So Ousado puts Cebolinha to sleep. And Team Coda Solid will go down by the hands of Jubinha. Jubinha gets a takedown on Team Coda Solid, the second team to be wiped out. And will have no points. MVR goes down. Cebolinha is also down. And Gus is down as well. Only Mamute to fight for Los Grandes. Razur gets the kill with the Balbal. Bops will get the confirmation on Gus. Mamute tries to run. He tries to rotate by the side of the house. We see Zenak over there recharging, reloading, and trying to get to Mamute. Mamute is rotating. Mamute is running. Where is he going? He tries to leave, and Bops will get the kill. So Corinthians sends Los Grandes back to the lobby. One of the best teams in Kalahari this season is Los Grandes. And now a poor showing by the team of the L. Carol.
I don't get it.
El Mamute, El.
Oh, the L. Of course. I got it now. It's because it is Spanish and we are speaking in English, but I like to speak the language of fights. And Bon team with the full squad can block the way of Esports.
And now we have an Apon with the Quadra Q and Bondi trying to deal with them. While Nitrox top 10 also joined the fight, and GL will be sent down. Master will try to rush against CS to get some space, and he will not be able to. So Amazon Crips is down and back to the lobby. We have Victor 7 rotating for Bondi, trying to get information. Fak puts Jubinha down. It's becoming a war zone over here. Brabo gets one more kill and CS gets another. Jubinha is on the top of the building. He will be helped by one of his teammates. But the grenades from R7 might be dangerous right now. He hits no one with the grenade while 1-9 tries to hold on against the players from Netshoes Miners. The shots are coming in. Rush puts Romeo down, and Brabo also goes down by the hands of R7. One more great shot by Butch on with the grenade launcher, taking 2 players down. He's now using the side to break the ice, and now MTS goes in, and one more time Butch on pushing 2 players down. Now the side gets R7. What is Butch on doing? Oh my god! He got the confirmation on the 3 kills, and he will take down everyone with that side. He's going in. Shinace puts him down finally with the grenade. Romeo gets another takedown, and Bonji will go down. SS Esports has only Jubinha to count on. He will not survive for long because Chinês got the kill. Corinthians is also out of the game. 3 teams is still on the fight. Rick puts Romeo down with an incredible tricky shot. Peu gets Chinês, and Peu gets Romeo as well. Rick gets Romeo. Now there's only 2 teams, TSM and Nitrox top 10. Rush, they try to keep themselves alive. 2 players fighting for TSM, 3 players fighting for TSM, and 3 fighting for the Netshoes Miners Atividade, Rick and Train. The Rush comes in from Rush. O Train goes after him, he gets taken down by Atividade and Rick bring it back. Now there's only 1 player and it's a booyah! Netshoes Miners! They kept knocking on the door. They kept banging their heads on the walls. And finally, the Kala Miners show up! And they get their booyah in the second Kalahari map of the day, Carol!
Incredible! Netshoes Miners getting their 6th booyah in LBFF Season 6. And Marcelo, 6th booyah means that Netshoes Miners got 2 booyahs in each map. That's amazing. Very balanced team to get 2 booyahs in each map. And Kala Miners means Kalahari, a booyah in Kalahari. So congratulations to Netshoes Miners to get their first booyah today and their 6th one in the whole season.
Let's see the points confirmation and the highlights of this matchup that will be coming on the screen for you guys as soon as possible, but also a great game by TSM, Carol.
Yes, indeed, and we are going to see in the confirmation of the points that the TSM went back in the 2nd place, but they got more points ahead of Netshoes Miners, and actually that's the spirit when you get more eliminations. Was in the total of 10 eliminations for TSM. Napon was the MVP, and they got an amount of 19 points. It's still good game coming from Netshoes Miners, worrying about their position in the late stages of the game and guaranteeing the booyah with 4 eliminations and in the total of 16 points, followed by Nitrox top 10. Thank you, Nitrox top 10, 16 points. SS Sports also doing a consistent game in the 4th place with 13 more points. Corinthians coming to contest their place in our rankings with 11 points, and Fluxo team showing up in the top 6 with 7 points. And we gotta check it out this in our standings, Marcelo, because I wanna see a picture of the fight between SS Sports and Corinthians.
And we also have to see the 2nd page of this point confirmation because we have put on as well as the MVP. 4 kills for him, an incredible 4 kills in that fight inside of the house, the fight that we're watching right now. We have Bondi, Amazon Crypt, XD and Team Cora Solid, Los Grandes and Vivo Kate leaving with 1 and no points respectively. Bad day by Vivo Kate today.
Yes, indeed, not their best day. If last Saturday they were the best team, today definitely they are among one of the worst teams. And this action coming from a team that were already champion here, it is kind of weird because they cannot quite connect the game. But we know season after season the game change.
And week after week the game changes, and Vivocate starting this week with the foot on the brakes and not on the gas. But Carol, I am eager to see what is going on in this last matchup because we have the standings on the screen for you guys. SS Esports going over the 500 points mark. Fluxo getting to the 3rd position. Netshoes Miners now only 4 points behind Corinthians. Nitrox top 10, 10 points behind Netshoes Miners. But what gets the thrill is the other side of the table. Amazon Crips now only 7 points behind Metagaming. TSM and XD leaving Real and Furia back, but XD not being able to open a big gap against Real and Furia.
Yes.
Only 5 points between them. TSM with that booyah got not the booyah, but the good matchup in Kalahari, finally getting a breather over there.
Yeah, but only one thing that could help SS Sports right now were if they had 2 more matches. We are heading to Bermuda, the last match of today. They can get a Booyah with 20, 25 points. Yes, doable, but still would miss a couple points behind of before. But they will play eventually on Monday, and before needs to still keeping getting open gaps ahead of those teams. Fluxo team looking very strong as well, not doing an amazing day, but keeping a regularity, bringing points to put them inside of the top 3. Amazing.
And it's good to see how this table is setting up for the 2 days that we still have of Free Fire tomorrow and on Monday. Lots of action incoming and lots of action coming on the next map of Bermuda. And we'll be right back to bring you guys all that emotion as soon as possible. And now Rafa X is rushing over, trying to take MTS over there. And it's good to see Rafa as a starter once again for Los Grandes. And now the fight starts on fire with one player falling down a piece, 2 players down a piece right now. Boot on trying to save Phoenix, and Jubinha is now down. There's only Boot on and Phoenix to fight. MTS is always also on the floor. There's one more player down. Rafa X gets Jubinha eliminated, and Boot on! The big dog! He showed up for the fight, got the quadra kill. We are back live to bring you guys the emotions of the last map of the day, Bermuda. It will be coming on the screen for you. And Carol, the first map of Bermuda was won by Nitrox Top 10, the best team of the day today.
Yes, Nitrox Top 10 indeed by far the best team of the day, not only because they only got 1 Booyah, but why they are the best team of the day? The regularity they are getting. The first 3 matches, they were in the top 2. That's incredible. Even though Nitrox Top 10 got the double Booyah around here, Nitrox Miners are doing the job.
They are doing the job. They're also having a good day. Amazon Creeps also having a good day. And Bermuda is one of the most democratic maps of LBFF. So, of Free Fire in general. The most known map in the rotation, and it could bring us lots of action.
Yeah, I like the term democratic because you will set a lot of right and wrong things in Bermuda, because we know as much it is famous and known by the players, they got a lot of mistakes still in there. So we are gonna set things to right or things wrong by the players, like the rotation that Nitrox Miners did in the first map of Bermuda. They went back in the lobby in the bottom position after 2 great matches. Right now they got a redemption because they got a Booyah. They got to be the best team of the day so far. But a lot of things are indeed going to happen in Bermuda right now.
And I am eager, I'm thrilling to see how this Bermuda map will happen, because it was the most balanced day throughout the season, and we might have teams taking the top of the standings as the best team of the day. We might have TSM going after the spot of best team of the day, Netshoes Miners. It's really possible for us to see, but we have to see it from the top.
I would love to.
So grab your seatbelts because we're clear to take off, so let's hit the skies! Ladies and gentlemen, for the flight R13D6 heading straight to Bermuda. This is your captain, myself, Ferrantini, and by my side, my co-pilot, Carol Michel, invites you to loosen your seatbelts, fasten your boards, because it's time to drop, Carol!
So let's go to our final destination today. Group A against Group B. A lot of things already happened. Double boy already happened. And right now, it is time to set the truth. What is the best team to deserve the spot where the leader before is right now? Or what is the team to deserve a spot inside of the top 12? Because Amazon Creeps, Bone Team, TSMXD are trying to fit in there.
And let's see if they will be able to. As we see from the top down, some teams trying to deal with the players in the factory, and Hey coming into play for Vivo Kate in place of Nando 9. Hey becoming a regular here in LBFF, Carol.
And they are replacing the support. We know that General can do both. We know that Mudesha, it is an amazing player as well with Dead God, but they are replacing the support. As Xdead is also replacing Marcelo. Debzada comes to replace Luignet right now, which you know that Debzada is starting to be the pro player for Xdead team starting this season, replaced by DZNQ, and right now she's replacing Luignet. Xdead, it is indeed trying to keep it up with the good game and setting their strategy. That's interesting.
And I am mad because 3 of my players were subbed.
Oh,
Half-IX,
so sad.
Luignet, and Field. 3 of my players were subbed. But I'm still ahead of you. So
we gotta know by the end of the triple round, because yes, I'm very happy that
You know
my
what?
squad for tomorrow is also really good.
you know what my squad? What is your squad for tomorrow?
Marcelo, I'm not giving you any opportunity to take me out of my control.
I'ma tell you my squad for tomorrow.
You set your squad for tomorrow, and I know you spend a lot of money, but I'm thinking you're gonna regret it.
My squad for tomorrow is Machado from before the coach. Kawan,
He's betting on the best ones
Kawan,
so far.
Memgod, Chinese, Phone, which are the 2 last players.
Chinese were way too good today. He cannot be way too good
Ai.
twice.
Chinês, Phone, Kawan, Memgod, and Killed.
Yeah, that is indeed a great squad.
And Machado as the coach.
I mean, I gotta admit, I like your strategy. Like, not bringing balanced, but still putting all your expectations on one single day with a lot and expensive players to bring you great returns to your FF squad. So that's indeed, it is a great strategy.
The biggest point of this strategy is make money. Because I mean using this to make money, because I cast 2 days of players that are undervalued and who can perform well and get valued, and 1 day full of star players that don't get their prices down that much. So the tendency is to bring the price of the undervalued players up. Like Romeo was undervalued to start the day, and he's doing a great job. Saris was undervalued, and he's doing a great job. Luignet was undervalued, so it can help a little bit for you to make money. And now we have the fight going on. I'm sorry, Carol, but the fight is going on between TSM and Xdead. We see Vini XL rotating, trying to get the better spot to fight against Xdead. We see Napon leading the charge for Team Solo Mid. And we have Vini XL trying to flank the players of Xdead. But it seems that TSM will try to rotate with the pad.
Rotating using that I really like it, but it's also you're going straight to a team.
They went after TSM. Debzada just played 5 minutes today. She is already back on the lobby, unfortunately. Debzada did not get much time to play today. We see that TSM already rotates to try to get the remaining players off XZ. Rush is the one leading the charge with Napon. They're going once again for the pad. And now we might have a confrontation on the top of the standings with Fluxo trying to ambush SS Esports out in the open. The ice comes in, MTS tries to save the spot. Boot on is exposed, he takes lots of damages, but there are teams coming from the side as well. Let's see if Nobru will take it. Another player goes down by Team Coda Solid. It's Spawn right now, who went down by the hands of Corinthians. Fluxo repositions once again using the containers as their cover, but look at Butch on taking damage. And Fluxo with Japa BKR tries to find the best shots onto the players of SS Esports. We might get into an unfinished fight because no one has the sights on the other. And now TSM is dealing with Netshoes Miners. Brokofel is on the floor and now Netshoes Miners rotating. And we gotta say, Carol, Napon now puts o Trem Bebê down. But Netshoes Miners played 2 maps with that formation and they got 2 buias.
With Peu and o Trem
With
Bebê
Peu
on
and
the squad.
Trem. They got
Nice.
2 maps and 2 buias. And now Vitinho XP puts Ousado down, Razor also puts Spawn down. And Vitinho XP is now trying to keep Team Coda Solid alive against Bobs. The grenades from Bobs are coming in, but also Vitinhos are coming. Another good grenade by Vitinho XP. And Bobs keeps himself alive. Vitinho XP will now go down. Bobs is doing incredible jobs throughout this, but Nobru stole the kill. Nobru just stole the kill.
Danadinho.
And now one more player from TSM goes down. It's Vini XL. Brokofet healing himself and will go down as well. Netshoes Miners trampling the players of TSM. They want to keep this lineup 100% in maps.
As they should, it's working. So I think you should stick with the squad that have the best performance, like Bob's. It's working very good with the experienced players from last season. So keep the guy.
He gets a kill on Vini XL. And now Netshoes Miners with a good fight, 2 kills on their hands and space to rotate. They become dangerous, Carol.
And Marcelo, I don't know if you noticed, but this specifically map right now, the last one today, happened. The fights happen way too fast and in places that we were not used to watch. So in that bridge between Fluxo team and TSM, and we are watching Netshoes Miners against also TSM. So weird things are happening in Bermuda map, and like we said, this map will come to set things that we were not expecting to see in the by the end of the day.
Now let's see the rotation from Ponji inside of the gas. They're trying to get the best positioning for them to enter the safe zone, but it's not easy right now, as Hazuri will join Zenak and Pops and maybe get into a fight against Team Coda Solid. We know that Quali is all by himself. There is no more Team Coda Solid, only Quali over there. But Quali puts Bobs to the floor. He will try to guarantee the points, and Zenak will bring it back and not allow it. So Team Coda Solid goes back to the lobby with maybe no points, actually, in the last position, Carol.
And Zenak saving the day, saving the beautiful player Bobs that is playing most of the FF squad of the crowd.
You're talking about yours.
No, I'm talking about everyone
You're
else.
talking about yours. Don't try to mess with me.
10 minutes, one team back in the lobby. 38 players still alive. I think this was the fastest match that we had today, but still a lot of things to happen because SS Sports still plays in this very same spot. Fluxo team left, but maybe, not butter, but maybe TSM and Bond will eventually meet, and SS Sports will take few eliminations from those teams.
Let's see how those three teams will now get ready for that fight. Bondi is trying to come from below the bridge, from under the bridge, as the Red Hot Chili Peppers would say. And now Netshoes Miner is spreading to go after Los Grandes. Peu takes lots of damages from Cebolinha and Gus, but the grenades are still coming in to take the players from Los Grandes. Peu rotates. He knows of the rotation of Los Grandes. The grenades from Natividade coming in. He tries to use the further grenade possible to find MVR, to find Mamute, and he deals damage on Mamute. One more going out, trying to find MVR. And Rick is coming with the car like a madman, going after Mamute. He goes down ahead of Mamute and uses the chrono to put down a player from Los Grandes. Cebolinha goes down as well. Rick gets the kill. Triple kill for Rick. Now Peu inside of the house getting the kill on Cebolinha. Only 2 players to fight for Los Grandes. The rush is coming in. Peu from Rio de Janeiro. The Carioca Peu trying to go after a player, and Gus will put Peu down with a nice ball shot. O Trem puts Gus down, and Los Grandes is back on the lobby. The Netshoes Miners now have 5 kills, and a good job by the Miners with that unbeatable squad up until right now, Carol.
Amazing. They're still bringing and keeping the regularity that we have watched the whole day. They will probably finish the day being if not the best team of the day, but in the highlights of the day. Incredible stuff coming from Netshoes Miners that last weekend. On Sunday specifically didn't have a good day, but on Saturday keeping the best strategy that they had. And they are setting their way to the finals, Marcelo.
They are indeed stamping their passports to the finals. And as we see, they are now going after XD. We see Rick trying to deal some more damage. And we have Trem, Peu, and Natividade to lead the charge, as Rick will play the support for this map. We have TCNQ trying to go against him. Brenin also there to protect his rotation from XD. And now Natividade taking damage from Angelo, who is flanking, and GL is coming from behind. Rick goes down, good shot by DZN. Will now bring Peu into this fight. DZN gets the kill on Rick. Natividade puts DZN down, and now Netshoes Miners was too eager and chose a poor fight, while Train tries to bring it back, but it's a dangerous position right now for Train to be in. Miners will go down, and Netshoes Miners will go down in the 10th position. Poor choice of fight right now, Carol.
Yes, indeed, a poor fight chosen by them. It's still good eliminations, but down to 2, XD will have to bring the best forces right now to take this to the late stage of the game, because judging the match so far, it is very hard to get a booyah.
And now Cias tries to get some shots out. Napon will put Chubinha to sleep, and he will be helped by his teammates, while TSM is still under the bridge, and Chinese gets one more kill against the Amazon Creeps.
SS Sports still in there. Do you think that was a good option?
I don't believe so. He should have rotated earlier. And now we see Bravo putting down one more player. Chinese gets the kill, the takedown on Salles. And Head is now trying to find the shots onto the players of the Amazonians. The Amazon Creeps, Salles goes down, and Amazon Creeps will go down as well by the hands of Chinese, who is having an incredible day.
Indeed, he is having an incredible day, but right now they should
MTS! MTS demolishing. She's there with only one grenade. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Carol, but what did the man do?
My goodness. Oh my heavens. I was about to say they would be blocked by Fluxo team, but magic happened on MTS hands.
And now we have Fak trying to hold the other teams so Fluxo can rotate. Chinese still rotating. Romeo putting down Nobru, taking the kill against Nobru. And going now after the remaining players of Fluxo. He confirms the kill of Brabo. And now Chinese is rotating. Japa BKR takes down one more player. He's playing with the sniper, playing the support role for this Fluxo squad. And as we see Chinese trying to find the grenade shots, Vivocade will go down because 1-9 got the scythe kill onto General. And we still have 5 teams to fight in this battle. 14 players, many teams with fewer than the max players of 4. Butch On gets one more kill. Bonji will go down because Bops got the kill on 1-9. And Hazur immediately got the kill on the remaining player. Ooh. Grenades coming in from Chinese, dealing damage on Jubinha. And MTS will put Romeo down with another grenade. He keeps going for the kills. MTS cooking the grenade, sending them afar, and Romeo takes damage. And now Chinese tries to rotate, he uses the eyes. We have SS Esports trying to go into the house where Nitrox top 10 is. We see MTS, we see Butch On getting kills. Chinese with the grenade finish off Jubinha. And now Butch On with the side will send down Chinese. And Nitrox top 10 back to the lobby. Only one player to fight for Fluxo. It's Fak. We know what he did once in this season. He will try to go against Butch On, and he gets a kill on Butch On and Phoenix. Fak tries to bring it back for Fluxo. He gets the 2 eliminations on their hands, and now there's only MTS to fight for SS Esports. Fak is still rotating inside of the house, and Bobs has the information. Hazur will send down MTS, and now they have only to deal with Fak, and it's an easy boo! Yeah, for Corinthians! Easy peasy lemon squeezy for Corinthians to take Fak outside of the game. And with the help of Fak, take SS Esports as well and get the booyah in the last map of the day. Carol, finally Corinthians gets to the board, and will probably come back into this fight for the top 3, Carol.
Holy guacamole, holy cow, all the expressions to express ourselves about this amazing booyah that Corinthians got right now. 8 booyahs for Corinthians, the 7th one in Bermuda. Most of their booyahs, I mean, all of the booyahs except for one were in Bermuda. That's indeed impressive. So, Corinthians finished the day with the booyah. We got Fluxo Team, SS Esports, and Nitrox top 10 in the best position for this last match. Was indeed a match that we could not keep it up much because there was a lot of fights going on. And we finished the day with the taste that we want more. And that's why we're going to have a triple round, Marcelo, because we can't get enough. And there it is, the confirmation of this last match. Corinthians in the first place with 20 points. Hazuri being the MVP with 4 points. Fluxo Team right behind it. Finally, Fluxo Team could keep in these last 3 matches a regular game. Bring back the best game, 15 more points for them. And in the top 3, SS Esports, 15 more points.
Important to say, Nitrox top 10, a great day for them. Probably the best team of the day.
Oh.
Bonji with an average day. Vivocade with one of the worst days in the past 2 seasons for Vivocade.
And Team Coda Solid.
And Team Coda Solid also with an awful day. Both teams probably with one of the worst days in their past 2 seasons. And we'll have the confirmation on the teams on the other side of the table coming up for you guys to see. XD and Netshoes Miners also 7 points. Amazon Creeps could not get to the Metagaming squad. They were 7 points behind, now they are only 2, but Metagaming still have 2 days to play. TSM 4 points, good day, but not a good last match. And Team Coda Solid and Los Grandes, awful day for them as well, Carol.
Yes, awful day for them as well. But if we have a top 3 of the best teams, we gotta talk about also the top 3 that were the worst ones. And we said that was Team Coda Solid, Vivocade, and Los Grandes. Los Grandes even try harder today to go even good, but we still cannot figure out why they cannot connect the game to the late stage of the game and bring it back to the finals. Sometimes they win a fight, but then they cannot bring that to the final, to the end game.
Let's check the standings to see how all those matches changed our standings. Corinthians coming back to the 2nd position, SS Sports in this Corinthians come back to the 3rd, SS Sports in the 2nd, 10 points behind before. Good day by SS Sports as well. Vivocade coming into the 8th position, tying with Tropa and leaving them behind because of the tie-breaking criteria. But look at Amazon Clips, 2 points behind Metagaming, as we said, and getting closer to Team Coda Solid with 407. Bond lost contact with Amazon Creeps, we gotta say it. TSM got some good 35 points on difference between them and Real Esports. She's there getting another booyah and making it more troublesome for Real and Furia. Tomorrow and on Monday, Real and Furia will be playing, so they can close that gap. They just need to keep up what they've been doing the past weeks, right?
Yes, indeed, Marcelo. And I really enjoying to see the fight between Fluxo Team and Corinthians, but I still don't think they open a big gap ahead of Loud Team. Also, Nitros Miners tied the points with Loud. Nitrox top 10 really good in points. Looking very strong today, probably the best team of the day. We're going to check out this sooner or later. Vivocade not having one of the best day, but still putting themselves inside of the top 10. That's good. Not enough, but that's good. And not enough as well for Los Grandes. That is going to be triggered tomorrow for the heaviness that the metagame will bring to be back.
We gotta see some more from Metagaming, but we also need to see which team was the best of today. Let's check out the best team of the day coming on the screen. It was Nitrox top 10, Carol.
And look at Chinese! 16 elimination for him, and also Romeo 11 eliminations for him. And my FF squad, thank you guys for the best choices I could have made this week. But congratulations to Nitrox top 10, that indeed 84 points, Marcelo. It is great points and a double booyah. Great points for them.
Good balance on the maps as well. 22 on Purgatory, 27 on Kalahari, 35 on Bermuda. 2 booyahs. Great job by the best team of the day, but we gotta check out the highlights of the day as well to understand which teams fared off today. And look at SS Esports getting to the 2nd position. My Dog Black coach get to the 3rd position and score me 61 points. Thank you, Dog Black.
Might as well.
But look at Fluxo in the 3rd position, in the top of the most kills as a team. That is amazing, Carol.
Yes, most kills, and we can count that today, especially on Cias and Japa BKR, of course. They did an amazing job. You know, Brook came to help them, but we definitely see things coming from Cias and Japa BKR. A great duo. But individual kills, Chinese, Bution, Romeo. Indeed, this guy did.
Is so cute, right?
Yeah, it is. So look at his cheeks.
Yeah, yeah. You want to smash those chicks between my hands. But we also have the kill leader standing for us to check out how it finished off today. As we see on the screen, man, look at MTS.
He's going to break the record of 100, the barrier of 100 kills on Monday, Marcelo.
Probably on Monday he will break the mark. Chinese leaping to the 2nd position with amazing 76 kills.
Incredible.
Incredible coming from Chinese. Vitinho did not have a good day today. Natividade did not have a good day today. Gus got back into the top 5.
The seesaw coming from Gus.
Yeah. Once again, he comes in, goes out, comes in, goes out, and at least he's still fighting on that top 5 for Los Grandes. Iago gets, who was the 2nd place player to start the day. Now in the 6th position, and it was incredible to see what Chinese did.
Yes, indeed. 16 kills set this guy with the 76 points for eliminations. I love it to see the kill leaders.
And of course, tomorrow we have groups A and C going at each other. Bond, Corinthians, Nitrox Top 10, Team Coração, TSM and Vivo Kid going after B4, Fúria, Loud, Metagaming Real and Tropa. And then on Monday at 7 p.m. on Monday, we still have more Free Fire to bring you guys. With groups B and C, Amazon Crips, Fluxo, Los Grandes, Netshoes, Miners, SS Esports XD going against B4, Fúria, Loud, Metagaming Real and Tropa. So 2 more days of Free Fire this weekend for you guys to check out. Don't forget it, we'll be here. Follow us at our social media at FF Esports BR so you get to know when the triple rounds are coming. It's this week and the next one, and then the finals. So we're getting closer to the finals. Don't miss anything. Follow us on our social media. And Carol, once again, thank you for being here with me.
Thank you so much for having me this Saturday, Marcelo, and I hope you cannot get enough because I'm back tomorrow and on Monday to be here with you and joining the party of LBFF Season 6 that is definitely fierce.
On Wednesday, we do Series B together.
No, I'm on Thursday with
okay. So
thank you so much, guys, and I hope you guys have enjoyed on Saturday and tomorrow. We are back and I'm waiting for you.
We're back and we are waiting for you. Don't forget, we'll be here tomorrow and on Monday at 7 p.m. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. on Monday at 7 p.m. Okay? We'll be waiting for you guys. And of course, let's hit the skies because it's time to drop. I see you tomorrow.